Welcome back, chat. My name is Waffle, and I am here with
I'm Nova. Hi.
and we're back at the Party Cube Conference Finals, Game 4. And this game will be between the four finalists of Party Cube Conference. We've got Kibble, we've got Linguini, we've got Peemer, and we've got CN. And they are all here at the Star Carnival in Mario Party 8 for the Nintendo Wii. Are you excited for today's match, Nova?
I am so excited. I mean, if you think about it, raw chance-wise, right? Like let's ignore all the strats, all everything that could go on in this game. Um, there's technically a 75% chance that this is the final game. The way this format works, right? We've got up to 5 games. It is the first person to reach 2 victories wins. So we currently have everyone except CN. So that means P-Mercs, Linguine, and gosh, I almost said Waffle. Sorry, Linguine, P-Mercs, and Kibble. um, all have 1 win under their belt, which means if one of those 3 wins, it's all over. Otherwise, we'll go to our Mario Party 5 tiebreaker game. I mean, either way, it's going to be absolutely hype. If someone wins here, I mean, that's the conference done. If CN manages to tie it, that's going to lead to a really interesting tiebreaker game. So I'm incredibly excited. How about you?
Yeah, I'm just as excited as you are. Like you said, it's very high chance that this is the final game, and if it's not the final game, we go to Game 5, which is just as hype. It could be, honestly, like, this means all 4 players, they all just going straight for the win. They all want to get first. They're all bloodthirsty. Like, I think this is going to be a very exciting game of Mario Party 8.
Absolutely.
All right. So with that out of the way, I think we get to what the picks and bans were for this game.
So you can see, I mean, it's been very, very close. No one, even though CN doesn't have a first place under his belt, still super, super close. Only, he's at 4 points. So everyone is really neck and neck here. So this match has a lot riding on it.
Definitely. All right. P Mercs gets the board ban. Let's see which of the 5 boards he chose to ban. Goomba's Booty Boardwalk. And this is a very sensible ban. It's very linear, very running centric. You buy the thrice candy, you get a free star. You have 2 left on the dolphin shuttle, you just get a lucky space. This makes sense. It is completely understandable why you would want to avoid this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm in total agreement with that. In that, I think especially in a finals game, because the stars are free on this board, that means that there's a lot less a direct through line between your minigame performance and your board performance, right? I mean, sure, winning minigames will give you the opportunity to get more movement candies, but everyone's going to be reaching the end of the board regardless of how much money they have and still getting stars. So it makes sense that if you're looking to have your skill expression be the thing that really sets you apart in finals, that you would want to avoid a board that sort of de-incentivizes you to get good at minigames.
Yeah. All right. That's the ban, but let us see which board CN picked. He has DK's Treetop Temple, a nice standard board, and honestly, this also makes sense. This is a really important game. CN really needs a win to catch up, and if you want like nothing to get in the way, you want it to just be a straightforward skill board, DK's is the way. No massive gimmick that completely throws a wrench in everything. Everything is very honest. Um, yeah. Nova, do you have any thoughts?
No, I think you said it all perfectly. I mean, yeah, it's your simple board where you are hunting for stars, right? Stars will appear at different portions of the board, and you just have to pay 20 coins to get them. It's the formula that's been in Mario Party since the beginning, so it's sort of the most bog standard. And as you said, there's nothing really to get in the way of some nice, clean strategy on a board like this.
All right. That is the bans and picks out of the way. We know we are going to DK's Treetop Temple. I think that is everything other
But
than the
who is going to
characters.
Treetop Temple?
Yeah, alright, let's see who's playing as who. Pemer, he'll be playing as Toad.
And Linguine will be playing as Blooper. Yes, Linguine is a Luigi player a lot of the time. However, Blooper is his #1 and it's only playable in 8 out of the games that are playable in the conference. So gotta get the Blooper rep in
Yeah,
here.
honestly, funny pick, you know, like the only game with Blooper in it, you gotta play Blooper. Let's see, who did Kibble pick? Dry Bones, very, very nice. I mean, Dry Bones has always been one of my favorite of the Mario enemies.
Kibble always reps Dry Bones when Dry Bones is available, so
Of
solid
course.
pick.
And, of course, CN picks none other than...
Waluigi.
His
And
main.
Hey, as someone who is a recent convert to being a Waluigi main, I very much respect the pick. He's got some great aura animation, animational aura in this Mario Party.
He's a funny guy. I can't help but love him. All right, we've got our picks. We've got our characters. I think let's go ahead and unmute the players and just get right into the game.
We are almost about to start.
Alright, good luck everybody.
I can't believe we made the game 4, guys.
Sure did.
It is kind of it's pretty insane how like no player has won more than twice yet.
Yeah,
And if
no,
CN wins, he ties it all up.
absolutely. No, I think that just goes to show. I mean, these players know what they're doing, right? They
Yeah.
know how to keep someone down if you have to. They know how to raise themselves up. All right, and now the order in which you end up on this board can make a little bit of a difference here. Just because there are certain happening spaces that will affect your positioning on this board. So that there can be some considerations there. And of course on any Star Hunt board like this, it's all about can you get there before someone else. So there's some considerations there.
It should also be noted that in Mario Party 8 specifically, going first gives you a decent advantage because of the last 5 turns event. And oh! Pemerix couldn't land on DK right now, although... So on this board, DK, in Mario Party 8, DK does something different every board. Here he warps you to the star, which isn't useful unless you have the 20 coins. So the first turn to DK, not really going to be procced here.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So the in Mario Party 8, the DK space does something different in each of them, and it turns into a Bowser space after you use it, and vice versa.
That's a happening if he goes right. An early happening lead, that is great to have, and he goes for it.
Absolutely. So, as a reminder, or perhaps for anyone who's joining who's not that familiar, a quick rundown of our bonus stars. So in Mario Party 8, there are 6 bonus stars, 3 of which will be chosen at random at the end of the game to get rewarded to people. These are the minigame star, who wins the most coins in minigames except battles. Candy star, the person who used the most candies over the course of the game. Happening star, the person who landed on the most happening spaces, those green spaces, over the course of the game. Red star, the person who landed on the most red spaces over the course of the game. Running star, who moved the most spaces over the course of the game, and shopping star, who spent the most money at shops buying candies. So there's a lot of different things that you have to keep track of over the course of the game, and that they're going to be fighting for, these 4 players. As well as fighting for the actual stars on the board.
As commentators, it is really hard to track like every bonus star and track who has what, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just know that Mario Party is a very a numbers-heavy game with how many things you have to remember. Right now we're at Flip the Chimp. It is pretty likely that all of the multiple people are playing perfectly. It's very
Yeah.
likely all of these guys are going to tie at the end. We'll see if anyone makes a mistake.
Good job,
And
Nope,
that
that's
is
a
a
strong
four-way
start for
tie.
everyone. That means
Yeah.
everyone, I believe, has enough coins to get a star now, and everyone's got 10 minigame star coins under their belt.
Very nice to just have a game where everyone wins, everyone gets money. They can spend these at shops, they can spend these on the star. Ooh, blowaway candy. He is right, he can send Linguini to start, but there isn't much reason to do that because he's already so close to
That's
start.
a happening space for the big perks, if he so desires.
That is a happening space.
That is a happening.
If he goes up.
Whippy.
It is minus 10 coins. Well, he can also go to the cannon, because the cannon has a 50-50 shot of taking him to the star,
Nice, sweet
but
candy.
you do need 5 coins to spend it on the cannon. Going to the shop and the happening, very, very, very smart play.
Yes, and wow.
Thrice
yeah, and
candy, one of the best things you can buy.
yes, a thrice candy is absolutely excellent. This, not even just this early on, but just in general, because if you think about it, it gives you 3 different things that you can look, 3 bonus stars that you are in the running for, because it will help you with running, because you're going to be rolling 3 dice blocks. It helps you with shopping, because it's very expensive in the shop, and it also helps you with candy, because you have to eat the candy to use it.
Yeah, being able to boost 3 bonus stars at once, he can warp to the star right now. Kibble has the opportunity to just take the star with the Donkey Kong space.
I love NPA.
Yeah, I mean, and that will be a very early lead for Kibble. It'll put him in not that bad of a section of the board, because you have the option to go in the barrel later on if you want to get somewhere else on the board.
I feel like
But of
Bit of a
course,
dead zone.
you might not also want to front run too much
Might have a
on
bonus
this
max,
board
but
and in this specific game of the series, because everyone
they're hitting me with a
knows
tough
that
ball
anyone
too.
who wins, except CN, will win the whole
Hey,
thing.
don't
So there's a lot of incentive to take people down a peg if it looks like they're going to be getting an early lead.
I don't think I've ever heard someone say
Yeah, I mean, the question is, does he want to be on that part of the board? Because, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if he he chooses not to go for the star.
7 and 8.
I mean, I can see it. Like, if you're on that part of the board, then it's gonna be a while until you reach next candy. You might not
That's
have
true.
enough money for the cannon.
That is a
You
good
only have
point. A good
23.
point. So there are the candies on the board that you can get access to, and then there are these 2 shops that are luckily pretty easily accessible, right? I mean, they're not that difficult to get to. But if you are on that side of the board, it's going to be a long time before you get a shop. And I mean, you really want that on this board because I mean, just in general, you
Ooh,
want as
another
many
happening
bonus
for
stars as you can
CN.
get access to. CN is taking an early lead in Happening Star here.
Yeah, he has a perfect happening star so far. Honestly, like it's, maybe perhaps every turn he'll land on a happening. All right, Linguini gonna boost his running here. He can probably buy something at the shop, and if he rolls really high, he might be very close to the star.
And also, I mean, a thrice candy is a
Ooh,
great
a
thing to get this early on.
19! That
When
is
you have 20
amazing.
coins as well, like, insane.
Yeah, if he could buy another thrice candy, and ooh, he could
Wow,
chain
yeah,
thrice candies
thrice
for
and
running star
thrice, that
and
is-
boost his shopping star.
Yeah.
This is why thrice candy is like so goated, right? Like
And
you
th-
spend
this,
a
of course,
bunch of
also
money.
gives this also gives
Yeah.
Linguine an early lead in terms of Candy Star because wow, and another one. So the movement
Oh.
candies, there's almost no reason not to eat them, right? I mean,
Yeah.
knowing that eating the most candy can get you a bonus star. The trouble is the yellow candies. There are some board events you'll pass by if you eat them, and you move past a board event. So there's a little bit of risk reward there. And same thing with the green ones are like attack ones. Sometimes you want to hold those on for a more opportune moment,
Oh yeah, it is.
but there's never really a reason not to eat a movement
I'm
candy.
Yeah.
So the fact that Linguine has 3 movement candies early on means that he's basically got 3 candies in the bag before anyone has even had the chance to have a good opportunity to eat one.
Yeah, even if he doesn't buy this star, like he has such a great advantage on like 3 of the bonus stars just out of the gate immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, PMX gets knocked
then-
off immediately.
Ooh,
Oh!
Wow, that was very wacky
Alright,
physics,
let's
and that's
really
an
check
automatic dub for Linguine and Kibble in this minigame. Normally, it's meant to be like a bracket tournament if
Look at how
one
great we
person
are.
on each side wins. But hey, if both people on
Right,
the same
brothers.
team win, then their first match they just win.
Fine, bros, if they were depressed as hell.
Honestly, like that fight on the right, like it was quick, but it was like I saw like Linguini just go around Waluigi. It was pretty hectic. He could. I don't think he can use his blowaway on Linguine. I
Yeah,
think if
but
you're
this-
Toad, I mean, you might as well just use a Thrice Candy for Running Star, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
this is
catch
also
up to
the weird
Linguine.
thing about oh, he's just gonna go for it, gonna save that
Alright.
for a rainy day, and get another
Ooh,
Thrice
but he has
Candy.
2 Thrice Candies in his inventory.
There is so much movement that's going to be happening early on this board. Wow. And I mean, I also will say, this is the fun of high-level Mario Party, right? Like, we've already seen opportunities where people could easily have gotten that star, or been in the running to get it, and they've chosen not to because of
Yeah.
the other considerations of bonus stars. Like,
I mean, bonus
this
stars are
plays
that
so
powerful in
differently
this
when
game.
you're at this high of a level.
Yeah, like
No
getting like
pricing
up to 3 stars, like
Uh,
yeah, I could give you a 3-star swing at the very end of the game, and like that can take you so far if you've just been chasing all of the bonus stars. Honestly, like if you're capable, yeah, just buy the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Like you have 2 greens and a yellow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Kibble. He's the only person actually who doesn't have movement. So that's there's so much movement getting thrown out here that I think that puts him at a very big disadvantage for Running Star at this point, because everyone's gotten like 2 except CN, I think everyone's gotten 2 types of movement candy going on here.
Ooh. Let's see what's at this. Ooh, he gets the Thrice Candy back. So he basically used that Thrice Candy for free. That's 21
Wow.
free spaces on running.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, being at 0 coins, he's not going to be able to buy anything at the shop. So he won't be able to forward his shopping star. And
And he's gonna go right
ooh,
back
he
to that
lands on
star
DK.
for nothing. Now, yeah,
Yeah.
this is a perfect example of what Waffle was mentioning, where like DK can be good because it's a guaranteed star if you have the money. Otherwise, he just kind of throws you into a random spot for no reason.
And now all the DK spaces are now Bowser spaces. And on this board, Bowser is just
Yes.
he's just a lucky lamp for Mario Party 3. He just moves the star. So
Yeah, so actually it could be strategic. You often want to land on a Bowser space if you can't get to a star and think someone else could.
yeah.
So yeah, DK and Bowser are very tame on this board and very strategic in a sense too.
If you have the Slogo to guarantee a DK or Bowser, you can use that to your advantage. Ooh, nice. Honestly, going to a shop with like very little money, like just over 5, it can be a very good thing to do, because that pretty much that guarantees a twice candy, like at least 1 twice candy, and
Yeah.
twice candy is really good for something that's really cheap. Only 5 coins, roll 2 dice. I like very good.
It doesn't help that much for shopping, but again, it still helps for 2 other things. So it's, you know, it's a lesser version of the Thrice Candy. It helps you on 2 bonus stars,
Yeah.
and it doesn't do nothing for your shopping star. So
What do you
it's
yippee,
not a
bro?
bad pick.
Scooters.
Good one ever.
Alright,
Scooter
we are at
Pursuit.
Scooter
This is just chaos.
Pursuit.
Megan would
Yeah,
probably
honestly, you
awesome in
just
real life.
hold into the chaos, then you just
That's a good point.
pivot and just shoot everything.
Yeah, it's just
Best we can do
this
is
minigame
circle
is
in the middle.
score based on who hits the most people. But the shots are so fast and so chaotic that it's really just kind of spray and pray.
Yeah, you do want to like just try to have multiple people in your viewpoint and just try to
like,
not have
like what
anyone
Cian
notice.
is doing right now. Cian's staying still as people are moving around a little bit, and he's getting lots of being able to line up some nice shots as everyone.
Oh, we do see Linguini catching up with multiple
Ooh.
people in his view.
Yeah, this is gonna be close, folks.
Ooh. Oh, But
think it's gonna go to
CN holds
CN,
on to
yeah.
the lead.
And I think an example of how Scooter Pursuit is not the best minigame is that CN just kind of stood there the whole mini
Yeah,
and
just
was
stand
able to
there and
win.
shoot.
I mean,
It gets
still
results.
good shooting. It requires you to have good shooting, but like, it's odd that that would be the best strategy in this game.
Yeah, like sometimes you can shoot 2 people at once if you know they're aligned. Mostly you just you just shoot. Unfortunately, P-Mercs won't have enough money to buy something at the shop. But hey, he has 2 Thrice Candies. Might as well use one of them to forward his Running Star.
Absolutely. And I mean, the other nice thing about the reason I say that you always want to use the movement is that even if you pass up a shop, even if you pass up things that you don't have the money for, in these Mario parties, the later Mario parties, there are items you can pick up for free on the board. So if you're moving all around the board, you're just going to be keeping up your candy economy a lot. When I refer to items, I mean candy. The items are called candy in this game.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Now the
You hear
the strange thing about Mario Party 8 is that if you use a yellow candy or a blue candy, you can't pick up a candy on the turn. So that makes the yellow candies and blue candies really situational to use. You basically want to you can only really use them when the time comes, or you can just like hope that you don't run into a candy space or shopping when you use them. The green ones you can at least use for free and it won't affect anything. But that's kind of what makes having like 2 glowies in your inventory, that's what makes it kind of awkward to use.
Okay.
For sure.
The good news with this board is that they don't skip the barrel. So you can use that to your advantage. Ooh,
I am lucky.
only a 2 with the bolo. But at least he doesn't.
At least
Yeah,
you used it.
yeah,
At
if
least
he-
you got the chance to use something.
Yeah. If he reached Linguini, he could have stolen 10 coins.
Wait, have a good day.
Unfortunately, it was just one short and ooh.
Oh, these
Okay.
rolls have not been
The
that
eights-
great for Linguine with his twice candies.
The
but
8 saved it, and Linguini, if my tracking is correct, Linguini is still currently tied for running right now.
Hi, Mercs.
So we'll see. We'll see
I got
who
it,
has
I got
better
it.
luck and better Thrice candies.
Turn 4 and no one yet.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised we haven't gotten to 1v2. That's a good point. Okay, Sick and Twisted. It's a very straightforward platformer. It is pretty likely that all 4 of these
I mean,
players are
last
going
time
to
you
make it
tried
to the
break this
end.
minigame, I saw the arcade clip, bro.
Maybe one of them will fall off. I
Yeah.
bet like one of them might mess up.
No regrets.
That looked
It is. You are right that it's a straightforward platform, but yeah, but because of the fact that the physics can be slightly strange with the moving platforms, and sometimes those bullet bills just come at an awkward time, you can accidentally get caught out in this mini game.
That is true. Now, the thing about the bullet bills, there is some predictability to it. They will always target the person who is farthest ahead. And
Yep.
ooh, there goes
But
CN!
again, in some cases like that, even if you know that, you can still end up in a scenario where
Yeah.
it just screws you over a little bit.
It looks like CN was jumped onto. Like, having multiple people around you and being crowded like that makes it a pretty awkward situation. And that
Unintentional rude.
that actually makes minigame pretty close. Like,
I mean,
CN
Minigame has
won
been
Scooter
very close
Pursuit,
this
and
entire time.
Yeah.
Everyone's always been within 10 of each other, and that still holds true with this. CN and P-Mercs are 10 behind Kibble and Linguine.
like we have CN winning Scooter Pursuit, and now everyone but CN wins Sick and Twisted. Alright, another Thrice Candy by P-Mercs. There was a candy shop. There is a candy right in front of him, and it is likely that he'll reach the candy shop as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
But,
Good
but
silver nine.
if I'm Kibble, I'm punching the air a little bit right now in terms of candy and running and maybe shopping a little bit too.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, if I'm Kibble, like everyone else is going for like all these runnings, and I'm not getting any Twice or Thrice Candy, I think I just I think I just buy the star at this point, right? I just go
Yeah,
for the
no,
normal
I think
stars.
and he's teed up to do just that. I mean, I think Kibble's game at this point is to focus a little bit more on the board and a little bit less on the bonuses, because that's the other thing too. You get so bogged down in tracking all of these things and knowing how it affects your strategy and your choices, and you can get so wrapped up in the bonus stars that you don't remember that, like, okay, there are 3 of them at the end of the game. You can get 3 stars on the board, you know, like that. They're not everything. And, you know, especially in this game, it's not even guaranteed the ones that you clench are actually, or that you clinch rather, are going to be the ones that show up.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, like, because like, what are the chances that one person gets like all 3 of the bonus stars at the end, right? 1 in 0.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Right.
it absolutely can happen if you sweep all of them or sweep close to all of them. But even with that, it's again, if you're doing it totally to the detriment of any board star gathering, that could be your downfall.
Ooh, honestly, if I'm okay, so Cable is in range of a shop. Yeah, he doesn't use a candy, and ooh, he can.
Nice
this
happening for
converts.
Cable.
Honestly,
on the
get rid of
board.
one of the yellows. Yes. Like, I don't want 2 blow-away candies in my inventory. Get rid
Yeah.
of one of them, convert them to coins.
Yeah, no, again, as we said, like, it ruins your candy economy because you'll be skipping past shops and candy spaces. And they're very situational in terms of actually getting the benefit because you have to be near someone. The green ones, sure, they're also situational because they're like attack items and you want to attack someone at an opportune time, but they're not space dependent. They don't mess up your potential movement. They don't mess up, you don't need to be near someone in order to use them, so they're more versatile than the yellows.
Okay, I'd say no to this because there's a 50% chance it takes him to a candy space, but he's also just going to run into a candy space right now. And he can move the star. I think
true.
with Kibble on his way to buy it, I think you move it.
I think you do.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
He
we're
goes the other
being
way.
nice to
I
Kibble
mean, there's
for
a
now,
shop that
or maybe
way.
we didn't
There's-
think about it. That's
Yeah,
true. There is the shop
yeah.
that way.
There
that's
is like
when-
not a lot on that area of the board, like.
Yeah,
so
you
I
can
see.
get, if you go to the right, you have the option to get more happenings, and you also have the lucky space on that side of the board that gets you a free star and a boatload of points.
Yeah,
That can also be useful, but not strictly necessary.
yeah. There's not really much reason to go for the lucky space unless you have a slow go in your inventory.
Yeah,
So
or
right
if
now-
you have rolled high enough that you just guarantee you land on the spot.
Oh wait, does he? Wait, 1, 2, 3.
Which
oh,
I
no, that,
might just be
that's
happening
one
here.
off. That's
Oh,
one
one
before
off,
the lucky
okay.
space. Yeah,
Yeah,
he has 10
Not quite.
left.
not
That is
quite.
unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we do see like lots and lots of running candies being used right now for running stars. Cien, Linguini, and P-Merx are all neck and neck with about 50 spaces traveled, and P-Merx in particular is a very Kibble minimized their application. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Do you see that?
We might need to. Yeah, let's just make sure that it's not. This is can't tell. It doesn't look like it was a crash. It looks like it's on our end here, so we just need to let Kibble know.
Yeah, it's not a crash. It just says they minimized.
Linguine did just buy something, and he also he
No.
landed on the happening space.
No.
So it's good for us to keep in mind. He bought a green item, so I'm assuming that's going to be a 20 coiner.
I don't know if Kibble knows. Does Kibble know that we can't see the game right now? Can Stream see the game? I
Stream
don't know
can
if
see
it-
the game. Like the
Okay.
stream can see the game, so we're seeing it with a slight delay here.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't actually have the Twitch stream pulled
Oh,
up.
there we go. Now we're back. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Swing King. Now this is one that you can. Look, this is a very skilled mini game. You have to really practice the timing. And wow, I mean, it just goes to show all of the players.
Yeah, they're
really
all
well.
perfect so far.
This is one of those games that I would say, even at the high level, you expect to get like maybe 18 out of 20, 17 out of 20.
Yeah. What do you
And
think
for
about
the
that?
most
There's
part-
only 3 timings. Oh, you see P-Merx mess up. but like CM messed
Wow.
up too. Yeah.
But that still goes to show. I mean, again, those
Oh.
are all
Okay,
incredible
Linguini bought a
scores
20
at
coin
this
candy.
level.
Thank you,
even.
Owen. Thank you, Owen. I would.
Ah,
I was
thank you,
going to
Owen.
ask about
Yeah.
that.
One sec, guys. I'm not sure if the commentators can see the stream right now. No, very well. We'll just send a message.
Yeah, we can see
Okay,
now.
you can go ahead.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Man, Kibble, you're so talented, bro. You're playing and fuck
trying.
this word.
All right. Ooh, yeah. I think it's good that he uses green right now. Like you already used the thrice candy like 2 turns in a row. You can save it for when you can really like at least reach something. Because with 5, you want like at least 5 coins with thrice candy, so you can
I also
at least
will
do
say-
something.
Kibble and Linguine now have a 20 coin lead over P-Merc and CN for getting a perfect swing change game. And again, I do just still want to highlight, like, again, 17 or 18 is an incredible score on those. Like that's high level play. That's what you'd expect a lot of people in this tournament to get. So seeing 4 people get 19 20s is just absolutely insane.
Emix has 2 thrice candies in his inventory and nobody else has any reds. That's really great for his running star.
Yeah. Well, this would be great for Kibble to get shopping because they're going to be expensive because he's in first, and he can afford anything no matter how expensive it is.
Yeah, I'd buy the thrice candy even if you're not going for running. Springo
Yeah,
can be
even-
useful
even
if you can
without going
time
for
that.
running. Springo could be good too though because this allows you to go to someone else's space. So I see why there's a little bit of hesitation here.
Let's see, which one does he buy? Honestly, you can't go wrong with thrice, you know? Like, it's very versatile. He goes
Yeah,
with a
again,
thrice
even if he's
candy.
not going for running, it still gets you very far on the board.
And he has reached the star. The first star has been bought on turn 6. And there is a star cycle on this board. It is kind of the same as Mario Party 7 star cycle, where if someone is on a star space, it will skip it, what the next planned star is. I don't think anyone's on the star space right now, so next star, right below Kibble. I don't know who the closest to that one is. I think it's... Oh, actually, see, I went the other way. I think Kibble actually is the
Kibble can
closest.
get that one too. Again, I think if I'm Kibble here, because so many bonus stars I'm behind on in a way that is kind of out of my
Yeah.
control, I just keep going for stars on the board.
Yeah, just beeline for that one. Like,
Of course, it does make you more susceptible to duels, is the only issue. But we'll
Yeah.
talk more about duels as they may or may not come up.
I believe the last 5 turns does award last place a Duelo candy. So, I think
Sorry,
we'll see
Waffle,
at least one
did you catch?
duel.
CN didn't use an item there, did he?
Oh no, he didn't use an item. He just rolled
Or
a
a
10,
candy,
right?
excuse me. Gotta use our proper Mario Party.
Chat can double check me on that one. Like, he did not use an item that turn, right? But yeah, I believe he did not. Linguini with 2 Springos, I feel like I'd wait. Oh, okay. If he's going for candy, yeah, then he sure didn't. Okay. He does have the most candy usage right now, so he wants to forward his candy lead. Springo is, like, it's probably better off, like, saving Springo for a turn where it's really good. But, like, if you're going for candy stars, sometimes you just have to spam the candies, you know?
Yeah. Alright, and these wheels are timeable in this Mario Party. I do appreciate, like, I do feel like if your nerves are running pretty high, it is an easy wheel to mess up the timing for. But you
Yeah.
can time who you want to get on that wheel.
I mean, honestly, like, I've gone for the retro achievements on this game. I can get it consistently, but, like, it is somewhat fast, so you can't. The margin for error is, like, you know, pretty small. It's not too small, but you can mistime it if you're not careful. Rank to rank. This one is just very straightforward stick rotation.
Yep, good to go.
Very simple minigame. Let's see who is the best Mario Party 1 player. Who's the best at a rotating base stick?
Yeah.
450, goddamn.
Yeah, and in this one, it's just rotate that stick and
It's
see.
looking
Actually,
really
you can
neck
tell
and
who
neck.
gets it early.
I
Might
can't
have seen
tell.
it. No, that's
I
Linguine.
can't tell.
That's Linguine. No.
Oh, it is Linguini. Okay.
yeah.
I
And
could not like tell who was ahead that entire
the-
time.
The way you can tell is the fireworks that show up will be the color of the person who.
Oh,
won.
you know, I grew up with this game. I've never noticed that. I've never noticed that.
It's your fun trivia fact of the day, then.
Every time I visit 8, I learn something new about it. It's crazy.
Yep, popping that thrice to keep the running star going.
Yeah. He's used so many thrash candies. Gotta get more. He can buy a twice candy at the shop now, and he's pretty likely to reach it. So he's just gonna, like, even if he doesn't have any stars or any money, he's just gonna move fast. Just moving across the board. Guaranteed twice candy from this, and he's in third, so
Yeah.
there is some other options. He could buy the blowaway. Yeah, you don't want blowaway on this board.
Yeah.
Like, they're, like, because, like, the start space, like, there's a candy so close to the start space. It's very situational. Like, for when to use a blowaway. Gibble should also just thrice here, right? Like, he has the money to buy that
I'd say
star.
so. He's got the money
Yeah.
to exactly. He's got the money to buy a star. It'll get him another candy if he rolls high enough. Here, I mean, that's just the logic.
And ooh, a flood.
Yeah,
Like,
he is not getting that running star. That is a shame.
anytime like I roll less than a 10 with like 3 dice blocks, I'm like, oh, why has God forsaken me?
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's pretty high on like a normal dice block, right? But like, man, that could have been more.
Yeah. Oh, and this also because he's not getting another candy. This again kind of locks down his candy economy a little bit. But again, I really do feel like if he's the only one gunning for the stars on the board, I think he's gonna end up pulling ahead in a way that other people aren't prepared for.
Yeah, it really depends on how split these bonus stars are going to be. Like, if one person has like all the bonus stars, and then that's gonna be a problem. But like, chances are, like with 6 bonus stars and like, you know, like 4 people going for them, like there's like enough of a split that like like there isn't. You could it's probably not going to be a 3-star or 2-star swing, right? Like.
Yeah.
Sometimes even just a 1-star gap is like would be enough to just have somewhat of a comfortable lead. But with the RNG,
now
it's
now
hard
look
to-
at that
ooh.
working out for him. He gets to farm another free candy, and it's a thrice candy.
Yeah, and he could get the honestly that's a red space if he goes to the right. No one has landed on a red space yet. At least to my
Sure.
like unless I miss one, but like because he can't
we haven't
shop right
seen
now.
we haven't seen any 1v3s, so
All right, he goes for this
yeah,
red
goes
space.
for the red space.
First one
Believe-
inbound.
As the unless I missed a red space, that is the first red space that has been landed on.
I do. Okay, cool.
Now Linguine kind of has to eat one of his candies here to keep his lead, because I mean he would still be in the lead, so he can forfeit doing it for one turn, but if he wants to stay in the lead for the candy star, he's gonna need to really keep chomping down.
Yeah.
Curious what
Yeah, if
was
he
going
misses a
through his
turn,
mind
it
there.
makes candy a
Yeah,
three-way
seeing
tie.
if the Springo makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, thrice candying into the store, like, that's also like a pretty good, like either play makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might want to save the thrice candy for when you can actually like thrice into a star.
It also makes sense, yeah, because the Springo is so situational. If you see something that feels like it's a decent play, you might as well go for it and save the always good candy for a rainy day.
And if he lands on the blue space, he could, he's in range to get the star, to just buy the star. But does he go that
True.
way? He goes to the left.
Guys know,
Yeah, even though he has a movement item and Kibble doesn't. I don't know if that would be the
No red
best
space.
play. I'm really I am really concerned about how much they're accounting on bonus stars over anything else.
I mean, like even then, like if you went to the right, like there's a candy star, there's a candy space on the way to the star, right? So it's not like
Yes, there is.
it's
yeah.
not like there's no reason. But I mean, I guess the shop just has that much more security because you have control over like
I
you
was
buy
born
something
ready.
and you pick what candy you have.
Bob-ombs away. This is one of my favorite mini games, even though it's really difficult for the one. I love the little yeah.
Oh
see,
my god, it lasted
is.
1 second. It lasted
it's
1
an
second.
incredibly tricky mini game for that one player to win.
I don't even know how to do
I'm
that.
very
One
curious as
mistake
to
and
why
it's
it's your,
over.
as to why it's one of your favorites, because it's pretty unbalanced.
Yeah, no, it is pretty unbalanced. I just really like the Bob-omb
Read
physics.
standards?
I think it's fun to see them drop down. I think it's fun to make little jukes with them and try to
That's
figure
fair.
out where to place
Oh,
them.
Tristan Star makes a great point. It's strong to have no stars to avoid the risk of duels. That is a good point. 'Cause
That is
last
a
time-
very good point on this.
Yeah.
But of course, I will say, even with the risk of duels, because in other words, we might as well talk about them now, even though they're not coming up yet. The duels in this game it's a double dice that if you pass by someone, you're forced to duel them, and the winner has the option to take up to 2 stars from their opponent. Sorry, the initiator, the person who used the
Yes.
item, has the option to take up to 2 stars from their opponent if they win. If you are the person who got dueled, you didn't eat the candy, but you got dueled by the person who did eat the candy,
Oh, you get
your
some of the
option when you
dice.
win is only to take coins. So it's if you have stars, you become a huge target of people using their dual candies on you because it's much less of a risk for them than it is for you. So that is a good point. But of course, if someone can hold their own in duels, and they have like 4 stars in comparison to someone else, you're still gonna win. So I think that's a viable strategy. Is that to try to front run with stars and just hope that the duels work out in your favor.
I mean, looking at the item table right now for Duelo Candy, it has a 0% chance of appearing in a shop in the first half, but in the second half, the chance that the Duelo is in the shop, it goes up to 30%. So, I mean, that does beg the question, like, do you just bag? Like, do you just bag and, like, get a Duelo? You might even get one for free if you're in last 5 turns, right? So...
This is true.
But like you do need to win the mini game, and you have to not accidentally mistime the wheel, because it has a
Also-
consistent timing. But like,
Wasting
Yeah.
so much money on barrels, bro.
were you going to say something or?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, for people in chat, did anyone see or Waffle, did you see, P-Merx and Kibble did not use items this turn, correct?
P-Merx used its thrice candy this turn. Kibble just rolled.
Thank you. Alright.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up while I also, again, hard to commentate and keep track of the more easily changeable
Yeah.
bonus
But by
stars
the
at the
way,
same time.
CN rolling a 23. That's insane for Running Star.
Absolutely.
Anything higher than 20, and ooh, the star
and he's moving the
move!
star. That is a good play.
Yeah. I think like he
Again,
knew he was going out on this too.
For Kibble, that is kind of his only recourse at this point, is to be able to get stars that are close to him. And I think by any calculation, the next star is going to be, except for one option, I think any other star is going to be farther away from him. So, and that is the one star I was thinking of that would be just about the same distance. So maybe not too bad for Kibble. Although has he,
Yeah, that could have been worse. Linguini can take it. Oh yeah, he can. No, he has a thrice. He can just take it. If he wants, he can just take the star. But
Yeah.
do you take it though? I mean, like, if you're Linguini, you're great at 8 duels, right? Like, you can defend yourself. You can also just like run away from the people with the duelos, right?
I think I heard him just say, "I'm gonna snag it." So
Yeah.
And again, I do think that is the play. I think, especially in this board, I would argue this is sort of a medium scoring board, right? You're not getting stars left and right, but it's
Oh
also
my
not. Wow, that is a great
That is
roll.
an amazing roll.
Yeah, you're not getting stars left and right on this board, but they're also not in short supply. So I think you have to balance really carefully your bonus star potential with your actual like on the board star potential.
This bottom left loop too. This is a really short loop. It's only like 6 spaces long until you reach the next like junction. So.
Yeah.
Turn check real
And
quick.
you get a free candy for looping
Turn
around
setting
this
on.
bottom section as well. So it's a pretty good section to abuse.
I know.
Yeah.
I had it on the entire season, bro.
Star is on the path. It's on the really long path. There's very little reason to go to that path unless the star is there, or you're going for the lucky space. He's
Yeah,
poor,
lucky
so he
space.
can't. He actually can't buy that star. He could buy that star if he was rich, but he can't. I'd probably just go for the shop. If you have only 11 coins, very good chance there's twice candy there. Or even
Good
just
point.
get the free candy again.
Yeah, because that'll save you some money then. And also with that roll, did that get him to DK? I don't think so. I think he would be 1 off.
I don't.
Not that you really
I don't
want
know.
DK because you only got 11
Yeah.
coins.
He,
But
I can't count. Another thing he could do, because this is like he has like so much left, he could use the cannons.
this is
and,
true.
Like one of the spots the cannon puts you at is very close to the candy.
That's true.
the top
I don't really
right
know
one
if
is-
you want to spend the 5 coins on that though at this stage of the game, because it's not gonna get
Yeah.
you closer to the star. It's gonna make you miss one shop either way, if not both.
All right, does he go to the shop? I think he just goes to the shop. Yeah,
Yeah.
get yourself some twice candy. And only twice candy at this shop.
Yep. I mean, also because he's in second place, so I think he gets the more expensive shop anyway, which makes it a lot
Yeah,
less
so nothing-
likely
nothing
for him
would
to
get
anything
discounted
within
to
his price
5.
range.
Ooh, honestly, throw away one of your blowaways
Oh,
to have that
absolutely.
much twice candy. Yeah. Oh, sorry, he does. It's Bolo and Weegly. I feel like
No, I
out of
think
the
that's
yellows in this board, like,
absolutely
the yellows are like pretty situational, but I feel like Weegly is theoretically like the best one, just because you
Yeah.
can take someone's thrice candy.
Bit size is also pretty good on this board if it comes up, because that just gets you 3 coins for every space you move.
Yeah,
Good
it's-
get me some money
I
option
love
if
the- dude,
you're
the
a
right back
little
would've been
low.
fire. Would've been fire.
Yeah,
I'm good
we
with
haven't seen bit size yet, but it can only
Contact.
actually appear in the second half of the game.
Might be-
Ah,
And
really?
it's only from a candy space too. So we'll see if it ever comes up. But if you're poor, bit size can just
Okay.
give you money. Alright. Think about crops and robbers. The two teams, they actually get different mole cycles. So you see,
Yes.
Kibble was able to like
on one person.
hammer the mole on the left, but Pmrix wasn't able to. And that's all because, yeah, look at that right now. Like, Kibble has access to the mole before Pmrix can, and that's a really important mole.
Ooh,
he
that
missed-
was a Kibble
doesn't matter,
missed it.
though.
They're still gonna win it,
Tough.
but and just by a little. But Kibble missing that mole was almost devastating, and that looked like that should have hit too. I mean, this
Yeah,
game can be a little
It's really
strange.
strange.
sometimes.
Mario Party
It's
8 has like weird hitboxes in some games.
Yeah. No, I think it's a very fun concept of a mini game. It's just it has that Mario Party 8 stuff to it.
Yay.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the stuff in Mario Party 8, like, some of it looks so jank with how big the hitboxes are. Alright. I think Mercs, yeah, you have 12 coins. That's actually pretty good if you went into the shop. Because you could buy another twice candy.
Yeah.
15. Great for running.
Absolutely.
Running is like it's still neck and neck between Merc, CN, and Linguini. They've all traveled like around like 90. Like right now, as of this roll, Merc has traveled 100 spaces, but CN's yet to take his turn, and he's traveled 93, and Linguini's traveled 90.
And Kibble's only traveled 46. I knew I said, oh, he's not getting that running star. I didn't know it was that bad though. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like he isn't going for running star, right? Running star isn't his game, so he's just going for other things.
that even? I think that's even below average for what you would expect from 8 rolls. Am I correct about that? 8 times 5.5 is what you would expect the average roll to be for those. 44. Okay, so he's rolling a little above average. But considering he's had a couple of movement options, a couple of movement items, that's still not really that impressive.
Yeah, I mean, has he used it
Shame.
thrice? Oh wait, no, he hasn't rolled above a 10, so I don't think he's actually used it twice or thrice. At least, Either that or,
No, he
like-
has used it twice. I remember he got, I think he got 2 twice candies that he used.
oh, okay. He
No,
just
just
hasn't
one.
rolled above a
Just
10.
one.
Okay.
Just one, and he didn't roll above a 10 with it. Yeah, he rolled a 1 and an 8, I think, with that one.
Honestly, let's see, what's Kibble's candy store right now? Oh, okay. I mean, he's, like, yeah, he's just hanging on his, oh, honestly, like, you don't have bonus stars, just warp to the star. Just buy it. Just warp to it, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is absolutely the play, I think. It does skip him one shop, but again, I don't
Like, the
think
candy
Kibble's
star,
really in a
the
place
candy
to be
space
fighting
isn't
for
that
that.
far away from the star, right? Like, it's,
Oh yeah, it's
there's-
right there.
yeah,
it's 2
it's-
spaces
yeah.
away. He'll still have another candy up for grabs very soon.
and like, Dulo hasn't appeared yet. Like, yeah, just go for it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the play.
All right, Kibble gets
Yeah,
his second
DK's
star.
dead-eyed stare.
Yeah, dude, DK looks very strange in this game. I feel like this game's visuals can be like, this game's visuals are interesting. There's a video about why does Mario Party 8 look like that?
Yes, I just saw that today actually. It's a very
Oh, you
good
saw it
video.
today? Yo, it's
Yeah,
real
little-
like, yeah.
Some of the takes are a little surface level. I wish the creator got a little bit more in depth into it, but still has a lot of good points in it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just only judging the game's graphics, like, sometimes, like, you don't need to be, like, in-depth knowledge of Mario Party 8, right?
No, true. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I thought there could be a little bit more talk of like the tech of the era and why it might look like that things.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate the comparison that it feels very Gmod-esque. You know.
Yeah, it
feels
does.
a lot like. And that's why it can feel strange sometimes, because you don't associate that style of like realistic, but still a little low quality graphics with Mario.
Yeah. Ooh, another thrice candy. Man, these guys' running start is gonna be like absolutely insane by the end of this game. Like they're just
Absolutely.
chaining these movement candies so much.
I mean, 100 spaces is like 110, I believe, is what you would expect someone to get over the course of 20 turns on average rolls.
Yeah,
So-
and these guys are all like CN's already at 107. Like,
Yeah,
we're
and
not, even
halfway done.
Yeah. Alright, Linguini, you can, yeah, with 19 coins, there's probably gonna be, there's a chance there won't be twice candy here. Probably gonna be like 10 or 15 coins. Oh my goodness, a 19 with twice?
Wow.
That's crazy. Oh, there is twice candy.
Bro,
You can get it
15
back.
Bro, no thanks. Like, who buying that?
Yeah, like we just said, nah, I'm not. I'm not spending 15 coins on something I'm
Who
not
buying
gonna
a Bolo?
use. Essentially.
Dude,
Some
actually,
dumb
Bolo
money.
for 15 coins is crazy. It takes 10
You
coins.
guys all bought that, bro.
Yeah.
Why would you buy it for 15?
Just pee for like 10 hours.
I guess the appeal is that you make someone else lose money, but like they only lose 10 coins.
Yeah, you would have to, for that to be any sort of profit, you'd have to line up 2 people in a row to hit that with.
Yeah,
Battle.
Bolo, like very situational in this game. Oh, battle right as Linguini was saying.
Yeah,
so
Linguine asked for one, and the game said, "Sure, man."
ask and you shall receive. All right, let's see. Are we gonna get cut from the team? Are we gonna get cut from the team? I feel like we're gonna get cut from the team.
Oh, that is.
I can feel that too. There's something in the air. Let's see.
Something in the air. It's all right. Let's see. Oh, I feel like we're getting it. Oh no, it's gonna be aim of the game.
of
Oh,
the game.
one away. It was
Well,
one
this
away.
is this is another one where it's possible
Except
to
for,
choke, but it's
Mahart.
very
Yeah.
hard to. This minigame is just you shoot 5 cards and you get whatever score it says on them. the optimal strategy is to hit a 50 and then 4 times 2s, or you can hit 2 50s and 3 times 2s, because 50 plus 50 is the same as 50 times 2. But yeah, 800 is the score to get here.
Yeah, and there's enough cards to go around that it's very easy for all 4 players to just get 800 points.
Yeah.
Which is, it's
Okay,
really strange that the game is designed like this, right? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, it is possible to misfire. It is possible to look too quickly at a times 2 and realize it's actually a times 0, which really sucks. So
yeah, that's
there-
the only thing you have to watch out for, really.
yeah, so there are ways to choke this, but it's
Yeah, I mean,
I
what
don't
are the
think any of
chances
them
of
did.
anyone? Yeah, I think everyone just gets 800.
Did not have one.
See, why even make it possible, like, for everyone to have 800? You could easily just, like, make the 50s or the times 2 really rare or scarce.
Unless you can go
Yeah.
for your double 50s.
oh hey, everyone gets burst.
And everyone loses 2 coins overall from that battle.
First coin.
Who
Because
got 9?
someone didn't pay enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone.
one person
I
got
think
9
it was,
coins.
If I remember correctly, I think it was. I think CN paid 3.
Isn't it? It's not Mario Party 7. It doesn't matter.
I think it was either Kibble or Link. I think Kibble got 9
6 and
coins.
7 would do some like bullshit. Where, someone gets like 3 extra coins or some shit.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen in 6 or 7. It's
Yeah.
really strange because
Yeah,
like-
Linguine just brought up the fact that someone can get a bunch of extra coins when the pot is uneven in a battle mini game in 6 and 7, which is true. It happens.
all right, get yourself another twice candy from this shop. But don't you want the $5 blow away, right? Don't you want it? No, you don't want.
The same amount of money for a worse item.
Right now, Shopping Star is also pretty close. Linguini has 50 shopping coins, but Pmerix has 45, and Kibble has 40. So, Shopping Race is pretty close. Wait, where is the star again?
As
Oh,
Cook
it's
just
down
brought up,
there.
It's down there now.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna. No one's close to it. I don't think anyone else is rich enough to buy it other than Kibble. Yeah, no, Kibble's the only one who can buy it. Honestly, he might maybe just warp to Pmerix. Like, use a Springo, jump to Pmerix, get on the path of the star. Because he's gonna use like twice or thrice candy next turn, right? Because he's just gonna run. So, big chance he overshoots the star next turn. Wait, choose. Ooh, a slow go! Okay. So.
Finally, some movement for Kibble,
he-
and I mean, not one that's actually going to get you anywhere close to the running star, but at least something to control how much he's moving on the board and how he's moving.
Yeah. Sluggo, like, he can use that to land on a DK, he can, or, he can go for the red or a happening, or he can also just, like, if he, like, wants to hoard that in his inventory for a long time, he can use it on the lucky space. Pretty far away from it right now, but, like,
Yeah,
like, that's a free star right there, and it gives you a lot of coins.
absolutely. And especially as this game, he'll probably get back there closer to like last 5 turns territory, in which case, I mean, that could make a big difference if he suddenly gets a bunch of coins and a star. It's also a great way to avoid a duel. You could take yourself basically off the board for a turn or two.
That is true. You're just away from the chaos. Like, honestly, saving it for the last 5 turns and, like, just, like, being in position to slow you to a lucky, that might be the play, because you could just stay there and just, like, keep
Oh.
your stars.
Okay, good. I thought he was gonna get rid of his twice candy for a second there. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the play, is to get rid of one of the others. Although the choice between Springo and bit size is very difficult. I do see the point in keeping the bit size because he's very close to the star right now.
Oh,
But he's
yeah.
very low on coins. So,
If-
you know, if
if
it
he
works
rolls
out
enough-
just right for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if he doesn't win the minigame, if he rolls enough, he could just, like, get enough coins, like, to just
Yeah.
buy the star.
And Springo would come in handy in the future, but it's not really that good right now for him. So.
Yeah, bit size is better for, like, the immediate coins he needs. You know what's
Yeah,
straight? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, it's clear to me that the the situation here is that Kibble is really going to be leaning heavy into getting a lead on stars on the board, because looking at some of these things, I mean, especially the Candy Star I'm looking at, and I'm sure we know we've already talked about the Running Star, but the Candy Star, everyone has eaten between 7 and 9 candies except Kibble, who's had 1 the entire game, because he's had no movement, candies, and very little options. It's possible I missed one time he used a candy,
Okay, what was
but
it?
as far as I'm aware,
Well,
Kibble's
if he goes
been-
right, that's a happening.
Kibble's really been locked more in on getting close to those stars than anything
Red
else.
star. Yeah,
Sorry,
I
what were
mean,
you gonna say, Waffle?
I was gonna say it's really strange that with all of these twice and thrice being used, I feel like we should have seen doubles at least once, right?
That's true.
Like-
We haven't seen that yet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Grab and goal. All right, this is
You gotta grab the-
ideally 16 coins for both teams. This one's very hard to choke on.
I'm ready to grab
Air
Um,
Hockey
but you
asked,
could.
would he have been in range to slow go to the lucky if he went right? So Linguini had 4 left at that junction, so if he went right, would have landed on the happening, and that the happening would have forced him away from the path that leads to the lucky. So it doesn't actually matter if he wasn't range.
But it would help him for happening.
It would help it for happening. He went for the red space instead, so he's going for red star instead of happening, basically.
So this one is just, you know, grab the coins, try not to get hit by the spinies. It is a little bit less forgiving for the one player, but you get to move a lot faster. So,
We see
Yeah,
everyone
and
gets
everyone
a
gets
perfect game.
yeah. Again, that's what you expect in a finals, in a finals bracket, right? People know how to get perfect games on the mini games where that's a possibility.
I've been playing this for years, bro. How's it only halfway?
Great for Waluigi because he could buy the star, or and P-Merx. I just realized P-Merx can just buy the star right now because he goes first. Use your twice candy to the star. Or
Yeah,
thrice
I mean,
candy if you
it-
really want. Like,
It's specifically because of that mini game, right? If he had, if it were a normal mini game and he won, he wouldn't have enough. So, and I think that's what CN was betting on for keeping that bit size candy around. Is that, you know, if it's a normal mini game, he's the only one within range of the star, and he needs to have a way to hedge his bets that he can get enough coins to get the star. So, still a respectable play, but
oh wait, is he gonna get triples? Oh, no triples, but still a great roll.
and it taunted him by giving him the number that looks most like an 8, but isn't. Yeah, I heard P-Merc say at the start of this turn, you know, I was only halfway over. It feels like I've been here for years. That's what happens when you get a lot of candies going in this game. The animations are pretty long for that.
Yeah, I mean, we have the
so,
speed up cheats though, so it kind of cancels out, right?
maybe a little bit,
Go
but
fast.
I still think 8 has
Okay,
a lot of extra flash and flair to it. That,
Yeah, some
can make it
animations
take a
also
little
just
longer.
take a long time. And if he has 9 left, wait, if he has 9 left, if he goes right, does he maybe for 1, 2? Well, being okay, that's the happening if he goes right. That wouldn't be lucky. So I was counting. I
Yeah,
believe that
it
is
makes sense
happening if he goes in the path of the star.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I think it's pretty good board design then that I think if I counted right, it is 11 spaces. The lucky is 11 spaces away from that junction, so you can never guarantee on a normal roll that you're gonna get the lucky space if you go right.
Oh yeah. You gotta commit to the lucky space if you want it, you know?
Yeah.
Does he have Springo in his inventory? Because he could jump to P-Merx right now. He does have slow go. I
Yeah.
mean, like the wheel has consistent timing, so I'd say with how little bonus stars you have, just jump to P-Merx.
Yeah.
Oh, he's using a slow go.
Oh,
Okay.
he's good. Okay, he's probably gonna go for that happening then.
Yeah. What's happening, Star at?
It would
Okay,
tie
that
him with
one.
CN.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. If you like, you're tying it happening.
Again, this is assuming my tracking is right.
And it's a good thing. It's gonna be useful. He loses the cash zap into the Springo, right? Because I'd say the Springo is more useful.
Absolutely. That's a
You know,
lot of money for him. Good payday.
if I was Kibble, because like you can do that at any time, right? So I would have used a Springo. Just jump to P-Rix. Maybe he doesn't know how to time it in this game, or like because it is a very like specific timing. Is this the GameCube Mario Party 8? Yes. This is the GameCube mod of Mario Party 8. So some minigames are replaced, and some minigames are a lot harder on the GameCube controller than they are with the normal Wii remote. CN could actually get the star right now if he warps to the top left. Let's see, it's a 50-50 chance. We don't know where he'll end up. And he goes top right, so no star for CN. That is unfortunate. But P-Mix isn't buying that star, so he gets to roll again next turn, basically. Oh, but actually, Linguini is probably going to take that star. Thinking about it.
I mean, he does want to stay ahead for the candy star,
Okay.
so.
Gamer Girl Aubrey says
Now.
you have the mod that allows all candies on board. I believe we're not actually using that mod. Every candy that has appeared in this game has only been the candies that are in vanilla, that are in the vanilla DK Street Shop Temple for 8. So we are not using a mod that allows all candies on board.
Yeah, we do have that for Mario Party 7.
Also, hello Frank in the chat. I'm sorry. No,
No,
you're
no.
good. You're good.
No, no
you're
worries.
good. Yeah.
We love to see people engaging with the game.
Red space. Never saw it, but it's a red space. So we will be going up.
All right.
It is insane that we're up to game 4. Yeah, that's
Oh, there's a
said in the
Duelo
chat.
candy? Does he buy it? Because, like, he could get the star this turn, but a Duelo candy, when you think about it, a Duelo candy, if he's good at duels, that could be 2 stars.
Yes.
So, Thrice candy is always good. Do you buy something this turn? Because he's in the lead for shopping right now. He could forward his lead even more, but that also gives up buying the star this turn. Ooh. Honestly, like, any choice like Weedy makes is pretty good. Like, because these are all good candies. He buys a Duelo. Yeah. He might not get another chance. You heard it. You heard him say it. No star this turn. But and here's the thing. Like, even if you're great at 8, there are some duels that are, like, you know, like, really easy to lose. There are luck-based duels. There's Cartiers. There's You're the Bob-Omb. There's duels that are, like, really hard, that are, like, Spectre and Spectre, Eyebrawl, like...
Sorry, Blow, wait,
Like, you still have to win the duel in order to get the 2 stars.
Yeah,
So we'll
I mean,
see.
oh, that was a red space, by the way, Waffle.
Oh, yeah, I know, I'm tracking it.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
thank
when it
you.
works.
The nice thing about the duels, though, is that even those more luck-based duels, remember that if you initiate the duel, you have much less to lose than the other person, because if they win, they only get to steal
I'm
coins
ready to
back
win
from
it,
you.
winner.
So,
Right.
you even with the luck-based ones,
Guys, what do
it's
you
still
choose?
a pretty safe bet to hedge. If you're the
take a
one
banana,
initiating,
banana.
because you can't lose too much
I'll go left. I'll go left. I'll go
from
left.
that.
I'll go
It's
left.
more, these duels in this game are really a lot more about defending than they are,
I got
like defender versus attacker than it is two people putting up equal wagers.
While this winner or dinner game is going on, in chat, Gamer Girl Aubrey says this game in 7 was originally going to have Koopa Kid playable, and like fun fact, like he's in the files. You can see his dialogue icon in the files. It has this weird blue outline. It's really interesting. Like I remember like browsing like the Spider's resource, seeing Koopa Kid, like being jump scared by him, and
That might be really important. So that's 10 coins for P-Merx and Linguine, and 16 for Kibble and CN here.
Well, that's fine now.
That does help CN a little bit, and that gets Kibble closer to Linguine's amount, but not quite enough now. There's 4 coins between them, which is a bit of an awkward number.
Parsec. Actually, this is through Dolphin. This is through Dolphin net play. But Parsec has host advantage, so Dolphin net play, everyone is equal. Also, it's just easier, in my opinion. I much prefer net play. I do too.
And we also have everyone, I believe everyone in this tournament is using Ethernet. In this game, I mean, not everyone in the tournament has used Ethernet. Let me clarify there, but it wasn't a requirement for entry, but there was a bonus star for people who, or a bonus point rather, for people who used Ethernet throughout the whole tournament. And I believe our top 4, maybe not CN, but I believe everyone in the top 4 here are Ethernet users, so you get a real speedy connection that way. So yeah, I mean, in other words, I guess. Point being, yeah, for a high-level play, there are problems that you could run into with net play that I think would be mitigated a bit on Parsec. But when you've got stable connections between everyone, we find in this tournament at least that that Ethernet works out.
If I was talking about banked on rolling doubles, I mean, he could have. I mean, like, honestly, if like you have a Bolo in your inventory, like. I mean, there were people he could have run over. I probably would have just used the twice candy and just picked up more stuff. Because I was like, he has 10 coins. He's rich enough to just buy another twice candy if he reaches the shop.
Also, so sorry, I got too invested in talking about net play. Pmerch did not use an item, correct?
No, he used a Bolo. He used Bolo candy.
Used a Bolo. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of items, just so in case you don't miss it, Kibble right now is using a Springo.
Yes, yep. Thank you. But also one last point about like the Spriters resource and things for Mario Party 8, like all the stuff in the files of Mario Party 8. I think it goes to show like just how wacky this game's development was, that there's so much unused content just hanging around in the files.
Oh, definitely. Like, dude, if you browse the cutting room floor, Mario Party 8, it's actually kind of crazy how much stuff was, like, that was just scrapped.
Yeah, I think Mario Party 1 is the only other game that has, like, a comparable amount of unused content, and that was the first time they tried this formula. So I think it goes to show that 8 had a very, potentially chaotic development cycle.
The unused Zatar jingle is crazy. Like, imagine, like, I don't know if you've ever heard the unused Zatar jingle in this game, but, like, it's actually kind of scary. Makes me sad that it's not in the final game, though.
He was making that choice there, Kibble, coming back to the game itself. Again, so these barrels that are at the bottom of the board that DK will offer you a ride in for 5 coins, they take you either to the top left or top right of the board. It's entirely random which one you get. So it can be useful, you know, if both of those options are going to make your game better, maybe it is worth it. But if only one of them is good, you kind of have to decide whether or not it's worth it. Very interesting mechanic.
Alright. Right now, Sienna has a 50-50 chance of just buying the start of this turn. Let's see if luck is on his side.
This is a great example of yeah, the luck component of it.
Actually, if he just rolled normally, could he have reached the... Oh, he's not reaching the star now. I wonder, if he has 20 spaces left, do you just reach the star space if you just say no, or at least...
I don't think so. There's a lot more spaces past this barrel than...
Okay, here's what they might not know. Now it's guaranteed to be top right again, if he says yes. Because it's not different, like, in the same turn.
Yeah, it randomizes every turn, not every time you use it.
Yeah.
So this would be a waste of... Oh, this is a waste of money.
I don't think he knows. Yeah, this is guaranteed to be top right.
Yep.
Yeah,
they just told you, yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Once in one turn, it has the same outcome every time.
Yeah,
This
just said it, yeah.
This is a perfect example of how these little minutia that we are such nerds about in this game, that everyone would roll their eyes about. It can actually really come in handy
Yeah, like
to know versus not know.
that's not all. Like you might not think it will ever be important knowledge, but like the situation did come up where someone just like was just thinking they might send them to a different location. Now here's the thing: if he had said no first, I'm gonna count while he's looking at his board. If he just said no to the cannon, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we had 20 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He actually, okay. If Cien said no to the cannon the first time, if my counting is correct, because he had 20 left when he was at that cannon, he would have gotten that star by 1 space.
Wow.
So, yeah, even though the cannon like
play.
is really useful and could have like saved like it got him a shorter path,
I think this is
it would have been a guaranteed star if he just got the star the normal way. So
Yeah.
that's
That is
crazy.
insane.
Yeah. See, like that's a really like understandable mistake to make though, because it's like if I was Cien, I probably would have just won in the cannon.
Yeah, I mean, trying to keep so many things in your head about this game. Did he really want a 5 there? I feel like he wanted to roll a 4 there to
Yeah,
get it
did-
happening.
I mean, maybe
'Cause it
he
would
didn't
put him-
want
it
to
would
risk.
put him in contention.
Maybe he didn't want to risk losing the duo. Was that
Oh,
this
that's a
time?
good point. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
no, he does want to keep his duo though, so maybe he just want to use it for Candy Star.
Candy,
Let's-
yeah, keeping
yeah.
Candy Star and also guaranteeing
Let's
an
get this over with.
average-ish
Let's get this
roll.
over
Maybe
and
it's
not
to
getting, like, a
guarantee he
1
doesn't
on
land on the happening because he doesn't want to lose duo.
That too. Yeah.
Because like he
Yeah,
had a
'cause he
greedy
has
in
the
his
Candy Star,
inventory.
he would be fighting to get back in contention for the happening, so it's not really worth it. Potentially. This one can be very tricky. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
tricky for the 3 to win this
Dude.
one.
Like that's really hard, dude. It's even harder on the Wii because you jump with a motion. Like
Yeah. Now I will say, it's looking unless some crazy stuff happens in the last handful of turns here, Cien is probably not gonna catch up on Minigame Star anymore. P-Mercs, it would be a challenge, but it's possible to have a turnaround. Kibble and Linguine are really the ones to beat. So Kibble and Linguine have 92 and 96 minigame coins respectively. P-Mercs has 66 and Cien has 52.
yeah.
It's also worth noting here in terms of these minigames, right? So Cien and Linguine are probably the biggest 8 fiends in this lobby. It's probably also part of the reason why this got delayed, not delayed, but in terms of picking the games that we were going to play for these 5 games, that it came so late, is that Cien and Linguine are both scared of each other in this game because they know each other is really good. And so Kibble,
I've played a game
Kibble,
with both of them. This-
Kibble,
like,
Kibble told me that he's been on a little bit of a training arc here, because, you know, 8 is not his wheelhouse necessarily, and I think that training arc is showing to be worth it here because he's keeping pace with Linguine and totally outpacing Cien in terms of winning these mini games.
ooh, Duelo. You buy the Duelo. It's 2 dice blocks, so like even if you're going for running star, like you could just use it to boost your running. And he does buy the Duelo. All right. Dude, we could see lots of star duels. Like right now, we have 2 duelos in people's inventory. You could see lots of star duels like in play near the end.
Sorry, I also started yapping again. Did P-Mercs use an item?
I don't think he did actually.
I don't think so
Chat-
either.
Chat.
Chat?
Did P-Mercs use an item that turn? Chat, he didn't, right? I don't think he did. He just rolled a 7, so I think he's just
Yeah.
saving his twice candy. Oh, he used Springo?
He
Okay,
used
thank
Springo,
you.
Thank you.
That's right. I remember now. Thank you, Aubrey.
Right, Kibble did not use an item, I know that. Or use a candy, rather.
Also, it's nice that you know Aubrey. It's nice that you know Linguini personally, or like you've hung out with him. That's nice.
I will say that that has been a nice thing to see in chat is that we get a lot of representation from there's a lot of people showing up to support their friends in this tournament, which has been really nice to see.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
just to make sure you didn't forget, Kibble
Yeah,
just
Kibble takes a
happening.
happening lead here.
Yeah.
And that's an item candy usage, excuse me, for CN.
And,
Ooh. Never what you want to see.
Oh my gosh, dude, the pause! Oh!
Yeah, that's what it feels like to roll a 1 on a bit-sized candy.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's unfortunate. He could have gotten so much money there. He could have been
At this, also, I have to say, at this point, CN has no stars to his name. He's behind in a lot of the like he's either behind or at least not in the lead for most of the bonus stars right now. He's got no candies. He's got no dual potential. I think I'm starting to get scared if I'm CN here because he needs to win this in order for the competition to keep going. It's also a red for Linguine right there.
Yeah, he's in the lead for right now, but also he doesn't have any candies in his inventory now. So there's
Sorry,
a
did
good chance
Linguine use an item? I promise I'm gonna yap a little less so I can keep track of this better.
I actually forgot.
I don't think he did, but
I don't think he did. No, I didn't see him use an item.
thank you,
Yeah.
Aubrey, our unofficial third tracker in the chat.
I was born ready.
I know if nobody got us, chat got us.
You guys aren't ready for Looper.
All right, this is often a 3 favored minigame, but again, another one that's pretty easy to get caught out of if you're not careful.
Like the one can win, but it's somewhat likely that the 3 will win. Right now, yeah, we're 10 seconds in. No one
Yeah.
has died yet.
This will be a
And
hard
yeah.
comeback for Linguine if he does make it, because you always want someone dead by this point in a
Yeah, the
a
big
survival
weakness
minigame.
of the 1 is that like they turn at such a wide angle, and the 3 can just like run circles around them, literally.
Oh yeah, there's no way. Ah,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
He's so close to Waluigi though. Waluigi's like right in
Yeah.
front of it.
There were so many times that he was so close to people. That also puts Kibble in the lead for minigame star over Linguine right now. Again, those are the 2 to watch right now in terms of minigame performance in turn end minigames.
Alright, we're pretty close to the last 5. We're 2 turns until the last 5 turns. And right now, like, it's somewhat hard to close, somewhat close to call between, like, everyone. Kibble has a star lead, and Toad right now is just buying a star. By the way, chat, what did Toad roll? I might have missed it. I know he has like 13 left.
He used
14,
yeah,
thank
he
you.
used a movement candy, I can tell you that.
Thank you, Aubrey. And oh, he could have gotten 2 in 1 turn.
I think he
Yeah,
won before.
right now,
Amazing to me, actually.
because of how close we are getting to the last 5 turns. And oh, he's happening. Okay. Does he
He
use
is-
duo?
He's
This
in
is slow,
contention
okay.
for it now. Kibble still has a lead, but CN and Mercs are 1 away from tying Kibble.
Ooh, wait a minute. If Mercs
Ooh.
wins the mini game, he could buy the star.
Yeah. Huge potential there.
Oh wait, Kibble can warp to him. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, dude. If you know how to
That's
time
true.
the wheel, you just warp to Toad, right? He's
Everyone
right
else
in front of a
knows this,
shop.
even if I
You've
roll
got to
high,
do
like,
it.
my
You've
chance
got to.
is
I mean, because if
He-
Mercs
like, the
if
star
Mercs
and
gets
the
that
shop.
star and a shop, and
Yeah.
if P Mercs gets that star, that's so bad for Kibble right now.
Now, here's the only reason why you might not want to bring to Toad. Linguini still has a duel. Actually, they both have a duelo candy. They could take your stars.
Yeah.
So,
I
oh
wonder
yeah,
if that was his consideration there. That's something maybe to ask about in the post-game
yeah.
commentary.
Yeah, that's the thing about going for like stars. Oh, he could have a duelo candy. Honestly. Okay, he buys a thrice. You know what? That's also a good buy. Like, but I mean that duelo candy, like, you could be like, you know what? Enough.
Yeah, that
Enough
would
of you
be
guys
something
scaring
that-
me with your duelos. Give me the duelo. I have the duelo now. Does everyone know this
Yeah.
real timing? Linguini knows. Linguini knows for a fact. CN I think knows. I don't know if Kibble knows, but probably. I'd say I wager good money that Kibble knows wheel timing. I don't know if P-Mercs knows.
Oh, yeah, I think even if someone didn't know wheel timing prior to this, in this thing, they've all been practicing so much that I imagine they all have wheel timing down by now. That has to be something they were looking at. Oh, and that's another happening for.
By the way,
for,
chat, what
CN.
did CN roll?
He rolled a 10. He rolled a 10.
Okay, thank you.
A natty 10 as well, because he had no items.
My question about Star. Oh yeah. I've never done Star Rush Netplay in my life, so I don't actually know how to. I don't have a 3DS emulator, so I wouldn't know how to set that up. But I'm assuming it just works the same way it does in Dolphin. Ooh! Good roll. Good roll. Dude, okay. If my tracking is right, that ties running. Running is right now tied between CN and Linguini at 164. P-Mercs has 158 on running.
Bolo kind of
So-
sucks ass, though, I'm not gonna lie.
The Bolo
And,
does suck.
Yeah, Bolo is
You're
not.
going for Candy Star, so you have to use a. Oh, this is. Oh. Yeah, no, having yellow and blue in your inventory, I think you just eventually have to just use up all your candies.
It's gonna be worth it.
'Cause you
Just
can't
really
pick up
worth it.
any candies with yellows and blues.
Or will he?
You know what? Yeah, we'll go this way.
And he lands on a red.
Linguina and P-Mercs are now tied for Red Star. CN and Kibble are tied for Happening, so we've got kind of an even spread for the special space ones now. Shopping Star, Kibble has a way to take Shopping Star,
Okay.
which is always interesting. Again, very close for minigame Star between Kibble and Linguine. It's very hard to call right now.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta get cut from the team. We gotta. Oh my god, we actually gotta get cut from the team! Look,
This is peak gameplay, peak skill.
Did you hear Linguini? He said, I spent a good bit of time practicing those battles, and,
Yeah.
dude, and then you
Kind
get
of
aim of the
actually.
game and cut from the team. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Linguine told me that he's become a bit of a saucer swarm fiend in his practicing for this tournament, or this game specifically. So he really wanted to be able to show that off. Don't know if we're gonna get the chance.
Alright, let's see. You die here. Oh, P-Mercs lives again.
This is also good for Kibble in that it ensures that he keeps that
Looking
minigame
forward
star
to that.
lead, because this doesn't count. We have a code to
Right.
make sure that the battle coins don't
I really
count
need minigames.
for minigame star.
You should have practiced cut from the team. I can't believe Linguini didn't practice this
Right.
game.
I think that the I think he's no.
Oh, there goes CN.
I also have a bad feeling about the 6th from the left. Like that one I feel good about. Yeah, but the one to the left of that one I
Alright,
think
there's,
I've got a
there's
bad feeling
two
about.
rigged wires left.
P2, best game that's
40%
not
chance of death.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. 50%
I'm telling you,
chance.
it's that 6th one from the left.
50-50
that's
chance
gonna be
you
a
die
problem.
here. Oh my god, okay. So P-Mercs is more likely to die than live. 2 in 3
Yeah.
shots. 2 in 3 chance he dies.
Nope,
But
again,
if he
I told
lives,
you that's one of
he
the bad
wins.
ones. I told you.
Between
Oh!
3 and 9 is a
Told you from the
honestly,
beginning
I
that
don't care.
that one was
on 3 for
had,
the
had
duel
some
against
bad
Shot.
energy to it.
Oops.
And now
Alright,
Kibble
let's see
Kibble
who
gets a coin
lives.
flip.
I promise
That's probably gross too. Yeah, pretty
Thank
sick.
God.
Ah.
Thank God, bro.
We did
Weenie
see cut
takes
from the
the
team
money.
go to the end though. Well, not the end technically. It was almost to the end.
Yeah.
One wire left.
I feel like I always see it just down to like the last 2 wires.
Yeah. Ugh, but poor CN here.
Alright, see this Toad. Oh no, yeah, I just realized the battle game just robbed him. He doesn't get the star. Alright,
Yeah,
Now this-
P-Mercs and CN both got. I mean, CN got screwed there because his coins are the only thing he really has to his name right now.
We just got it in.
So it is really important to note that this is the last turn before
Bro, like I
Chump
picked this shit
Charity.
straight off the shrub last
Because
time.
Keymurx goes first and he has twice in his inventory. So he can just pick up a bunch of money just immediately.
Yeah, no, because the way it works in this game, the last 5 turns is that last place gets a Duelo candy, and then a bunch of coins get scattered on the board for you to collect on every space. So it's important to know, you know, do you have a section of the board to yourself? Are you gonna get a big payday, or are you gonna be stuck behind someone and not really get anything?
Now, another thing that's important to note about Chump Charity, it is very likely that by the end of this turn, Cien will be in last. So he gets a guaranteed duelo. And being in last, if he duels like first or second, it's very likely that if he wins the duel, he'll get like a 2-star swing. So that is probably like the biggest hope for Cien right now.
Oh shit, yeah, that's
Because
the
taking
perfect
2 stars
fucking-
from someone can like massively swing the game in your favor.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kibble's gonna have to be very careful.
Oh wait, that's 2
Because-
stars for Kibble.
Wow.
Yeah, he has enough. Yeah, he has
He
enough.
has enough
3
coins.
stats.
Even if he gets 20 here, which would be great because that puts him in the lead for shopping. Oh, you absolutely pick up that thrice here, I think. Maybe the
Or you
duelo
could
though.
pull the
Maybe
duelo.
he wants that. Either way, that's 20 coins for shopping. That puts Kibble in the lead for shopping star. Only by a hair, but that means he's got another bonus star under his belt. He's got another star to his name. It's the only problem is everyone is gonna have a duelo candy starting next turn. So that means we could see a little bit of a bloodbath here in these last 5
yeah.
turns.
But like you have, oh my gosh, you have 4 stars though. That's a crazy star spawn. Crazy star spawn.
Oh, I mean that that could have been a slightly better spawn to get.
Oh,
Kibble,
actually,
really 3
I just
spoon-fed
realized-
stars in a row. Not spoon fed, but you know, like very lucky spawns in a row. But that's still a pretty good spawn for Kibble's position.
I just realized that star spawn was tactical because I, in the midst of all my tracking, I forgot to track the star cycle. And that actually was guaranteed to. That star was guaranteed to be there. So
Wow.
that was the end of So
yeah,
I've never
if
noticed
you track
that.
the
Yeah.
star cycle, you know where the last star will be. So yeah, if that was intentional, that's an incredible play on Kibble's part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a red space either way. Okay. Yeah.
And that was, I believe, a natural 10 that you rolled, right?
He said it to everybody.
You're positive. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
Alright, get rid of that bolo candy.
Yeah, selling like the Target checkout candy in the jungle is kind of crazy. Got fresh fruit right there. Display.
The jungle shop.
He's inflatable. Yeah. Mario.
I like that I have red star now, but I feel like I'm good 1v3. I already got it back.
Best we can do is thrash
See-
and crash.
I don't know. Gun the Runner is really good for the
I'll
one.
take something winnable.
Swerve and Skies is pretty balanced. I'd say the one has a slight advantage here, though.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I feel like Swerve and Stars, guys, this one could go either way.
And if you're Linguine, you really want this to go your way, because again, he's neck and neck with Kibble. It's less than 10 coins difference, so any mini game can swing it
Oh,
between
yeah.
the two of them.
And he gets 2 balloons immediately. Everyone's
good
trying to juke out all the bullets.
And you do also want to get more balloons, like to get balloons before people fall. Like to try to get the first 3 balloons to be one off of each person, because if they run into each other, that hinders their movement. Yeah,
That's
this is not
true.
what you want to see at the end. You don't want to
Oh,
have
yeah.
someone with both of their balloons and being the only one, because they can juke you easily. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sounds good.
that is unfortunate for
someone's going to the
Linguine,
bathroom
because
real quick.
it's becoming a little bit more like Kibble might have a runaway here. because that's now essentially what is a 2 mini game difference between them. And with only 5 turns left, having to win 2 mini games over someone else becomes a harder and harder ask.
All right.
I also
so,
heard that we're taking a quick bathroom break.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like
You know,
we're-
this
sounds
is
like
a
we're
good
taking a quick
time for
break.
me to grab some water.
Yes.
I'll go grab some water.
I need to grab something to drink myself.
All right. Be right back, chat.
Be right back, everyone. We're taking a little impromptu intermission.
Yeah, I'm good.
There we go.
He's got a blue line. Oh, that is. Just give it out.
All right. I am back just in time to see Waluigi receive his Duelo candy. So, I don't think Nova is back. So,
That would be
I
fun.
guess I'll be doing all of the tracking until he comes back.
You gotta do a kibble, bro.
Oh.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though, man. You gotta like.
Yeah, all of these duels, we're just gonna be swimming in them.
Someone gotta do it.
Someone's gotta shoot the duel.
I guess it's up to me to start.
Okay, we're seeing it now.
Last 5 turns, it's canon.
All right.
All right,
Teamers.
I am back. Sorry, it took me an extra second than our competitors.
Yeah, that's okay. P-Mix
thank
is
you for
dueling
tracking
Kibble
the
right
candy
now.
star for me.
Yeah, no
Boy,
problem.
This could be huge.
Oh yeah.
The best possible option for P-Merx here is he ends up being hit with 4 stars and Kibble has 2. That would be a
Yeah.
gigantic swing.
Overall.
Now that's the thing though. He has to win,
Oh,
and CN now has the Duelo candy. Somewhat good chance that he reaches them,
luck, yeah.
but I mean, he's pretty far away. But he could also he could roll high.
yeah. And of course, this duel is not the one you want for a high stakes duel. It's
Oh yeah, no,
basically
this
random.
one,
Let's go. His dice are starting.
like,
It's
not
a
RNG, but
strange
it's basically RNG. Because it's
Yeah,
random
again,
which
I-
ones have a gem.
Yeah,
They're just fighting
I
each
like
other.
I like the concept, but it leaves a lot to be desired. And then also, if you
And
punch it, you're not
you
guaranteed.
see that?
Yeah, exactly. You can
Yeah.
swipe the gem from someone when they punch it. Like it's a very strange mini game.
Dude, you see that P-Mix was stunned and the gem flew into him, like, as Kibble kicked it open. So it's really, it's really like who's closer to the gem when it flies out. And, oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah, it's pretty neck and neck right now. You see these people are just at each other's throats, and there's just more icicles falling down. Just want your opponent to be stunned. Oh! Okay. Alright, do you break open the icicle? Oh, he's going for it. Oh! Okay, it's 3 right
and
now.
neck. Oh, no,
if
no,
Kibble-
no.
If P-Mix wins,
Wow,
he could
this
take a
is so
star.
close.
Oh my gosh. Okay, P-Mix is at match point. And, ooh, you got more icicles. One of them's gotta have a gem, right? Ooh, Kibble is stunned! Kibble is stunned! Oh, but he's
I
coming
bet
back!
that bottom one has a gem. I can feel it.
Oh my god. Okay. Dude, when the crystal appears, he knows. Oh, he's closer to the... Oh my gosh! Okay!
Oh, it all comes down to this,
Yes, that's
folks.
point.
All comes down to this last gem.
Oh my god.
No!
Oh, and by
Oh, GG.
frames, they both had a gem. By
That
Is
frames.
insane! Dude, they both found one at the same time!
That is insane. What a play. And now again, if P-Merx times this correctly, it's going to basically swap his and Kibble's positions in terms of stars.
Oh yeah. Now here's the thing though. Does he time it correctly? Does he even get the... Because he's in second. Does he get the option for 2? Oh, he does. Okay.
Yep.
Does he time it? Let me see a bit of lag. Oh, and there you go.
Oh,
P-Merx
there it
now
is.
in the lead. The 2-star swing. You see it right here.
Now, Kibble still has opportunities to clench this back, so I
Right.
don't... Because even if he steals 2 stars from someone else, assuming someone else gets a star, you know, if there's some way he can swing this where PMerc still has 4 and he has 4, I think Kibble is at least currently in a better position to get stars than PMerc's
Yeah.
in the bonuses.
And
Maybe that's not true actually, because I mean Kibble has minigame, but PMerc's doesn't have red. PMerc has nothing right now, so
do you
I have
what
no idea what running is looking
maybe.
like right now, but
you use a Slogo to guarantee a low roll? So when PMerc goes, he's in front of you, and then you duelo him, right?
yeah.
And oh, he rolls a
He
1.
doesn't
Okay.
even have to. Doesn't even have to
Yeah,
bother.
doesn't even need that Slogo.
entirely like
I think.
And I will say, I do think it's a
I'm
peak
thinking-
design
Okay.
in this game.
Does he reach?
that-
Oh, he has 2 duelos. Okay, he can reach PMerc.
Yeah.
If not this turn, then next turn.
But I'll say, I think it is very good design in this game that when you attack someone with a duelo, you land on the same space as them, so they can't just instantly duel you back. There has to be at least a little bit of strategy for them to
Oh,
get
yeah.
the chance to duel you back.
Does he? I don't think he gets them. No, okay. He's really close. The next duelo will reach them.
That was kind of hard.
you got
But yeah, using that for the candy is not the worst thing. I'm sorry, using it for the movement is not the worst thing in the world either. It's a good
Oh yeah,
consolation
because
prize.
CN's like in the running for running.
I mean, if I get in
So
Yeah.
yeah.
cannons around, relatively low risk if I roll high. I don't think... Okay, I rolled like pretty high, but I think I actually did get in front of someone.
And oh, he gets 2 duelos in his inventory.
Wow.
Yeah, he just got another.
Okay,
And he could buy a twice candy right now.
We are gearing up to see some carnage on
He
the right
could buy
side
a
of this board.
third duelo. Dude, he could have 3 duelos. Okay. He doesn't go for it, but like he could have had 3 duelos. In this.
Sorry, weekly candy.
We do not get to see the baby bloopers with the Weekly candy. Unfortunate.
Dude, have we seen a? Oh my good. Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
all
that's
4 of them
actually-
are all 4 of them are right there. There are 4 Duelo candies in play. This
Yeah.
is gonna be something else, folks.
I feel like if I'm CN, I'd wait to use my duelo candy because PMerc is gonna roll. So Linguini would be in front of me. Linguini only has 1 star,
Court pack.
so we gotta. Oh,
I'm good.
There's gonna be a lot of decision making on when to pop
Yeah.
those Duelos.
I don't know. Where do I spawn? Oh yeah, I think I just lose.
I feel like the spawn makes it so that everyone's even, right? Because the time loss is negligible from how far up
Sort
you
of,
are.
but it if it goes a certain way, the spawns do matter. Like the way that people generally tend to turn.
And ooh, we see a lead change. CN take that turn better than PMerc, and we see Kibble taking that turn. This is a really close
This
catastrophe.
is so neck and neck.
Yeah, like I never like see this game go this neck and neck before because everyone's so
Yeah.
good at this game.
Yeah, usually there's a
Kibble-
breakaway winner because someone gets
Yeah.
stuck on someone else or something. Not
oh,
here.
Kibble gets
Ooh.
boosted
Ooh.
past the halfway turn, and oh, CN
Oh,
takes the
Kibble
lead.
had that until the end there. I don't think he's gonna
And
clench it back.
Yeah, CN takes it.
He specifically sort of knocks into Linguine though. I wonder if that was intentional to make sure that Linguine didn't win that over him. Because
I
he's
did
the only
see-
threat right now for.
I did see
for-
on the hairpin
point.
turn, Kibble turned really
It's
early, but
minigame.
Linguine like ran into him and it made him clear the turn. Like, I wonder if that was just a mistake or just completely intentional.
Yeah, but again, I do think if it was intentional, that is a pretty strategic play to let CN get that because CN, it's almost impossible for CN to catch up to Kibble
He gets a good
in
seed.
minigame start.
Honestly, if I'm PMerc, I just want to run away from everyone, use a twice candy, and just hope you roll higher than Kibble does.
Because I also think now that the board state looks like this, Kibble is a lot more dependent on getting those bonus stars than he was before.
Oh yeah. I mean, PMerc's. He's still in the, oh yeah, he's running away. Like, okay.
Yeah, if
Well-
he takes the barrel cannon, he might end up way far away.
Yeah, because then there's a 50-50, like if Kibble uses the duelo candy, there's a 50-50 of like, does he even go the same way that PMerc does?
Exactly. It's a great get out of jail free card if he's willing to
Actually-
chance it. Because the opposite problem with P-Mercs is that if he loses the 50-50 here, he gets put right back in the spot with everyone having a bunch of duelos around him.
I just realized, does this randomize by player or like only like turn?
I think it's by
Is that-
player.
Okay. Yeah, I actually don't know if it does.
Yeah, because if you take it, then it goes right. You kind of just cook.
Oh, actually, yeah. He
It-
could
it's-
end up just
see,
going right.
Yeah, they're talking about that too here. Yeah, if P-Mercs loses the 50-50 here, he's cooked again. He ends up right back in danger. So it's, do you take the 50-50 of being guaranteed safe versus guaranteed screwed, or do you just run away and hope that that'll be enough without
Hey,
without
14
the
is pretty
DK
high with
barrel?
2 dice. Oh, he's going for it. Okay. Let's see. You go left or right?
Put him right. Come on.
Oh, they want him to go right so bad.
Come on.
But he goes left!
He is safe.
So now if you want to duel P-Mercs, you need to win the 50-50. So he... 2
And
stars,
that's a
and
red
he
for
gets a red in the
P-Mercs, so that's
process.
another bonus. Oh, it is looking
Nice
like
red star,
P-Mercs
bud.
might be turning this around.
Okay. I might have missed a red because Linguini says he still has red star,
I thought
but on my tracking they're tied.
I've been like.
So-
Yeah,
looking
I
up
think they are tied,
much.
but not sure. Could also be a bluff.
Yeah.
I
Never
might
know.
have missed like a candy or two, but.
Okay. I might have missed a red space then. So maybe Linguini has her, maybe. Oh, he could jump to Toad. Okay. Just not leaving him alone. This is a good use of Springo, actually. As long as he gets. I mean, he knows the timing. Probably. Yeah, he jumps to Toad. Oh, that's close though.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
really close.
Yeah, he's gonna. Kibble is a persistence predator.
He
He's gonna-
wants
he's
his
gonna-
stars back.
Yeah, he's specifically just gonna wait until P-Mercs has no more movement options, and
Can't run forever,
get that
Peter.
duelo going.
Okay. For Waluigi, honestly, just hope you go the same way as P-Mercs did. Because you need to duel them. You need to, like, reach them with a duel. P-Mercs has no movement left, right? Just hope you go left.
This is so good. Doesn't it always go left if you send the game?
Yeah, he needs that left. We'll see.
If it's the same your turn.
And that's another happening for Cian, so he steals that away from Kibble.
Alright, he ends up on P-Mercs' path. He's not out of the running yet. So maybe it doesn't randomize by player. Maybe it does randomize by turn.
I
We'll
think
see
it is
if-
by player, not by turn.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we'll see if Linguini also picks the cannon and goes left, then we know. Like, it's gotta be, like, by turn.
I wonder what Kibble's mental is like at this point, because I at least in my experience looking at the tracking here, it's all kind of crumbling in front of him. He's lost the lead on one of the happening, or on one of his well, yes, on the happening star. He you know, he's lost 2 stars, but he still has a lot of options. So hopefully
He still has minigame. Like, minigame he's got a pretty good lead on. And if
Also,
he
I'm
has,
sorry,
if he
did
gets
Cian
his...
use a candy? I don't think so, right?
No, he didn't. Yeah, he only has a duel and he didn't use it.
Yeah, Linguina's still in the
And-
lead for Candy Star.
Yeah. Like, if Kibble goes back up to 4 stars and
I could
keeps
go
it,
right
um,
in front of Mercs.
then...
Probably a Wheatley.
Oh, that's true. He might have the... Being in front of me, someone with the yellow candy is really scary. And it's like all, like... Everyone's ignoring the star. It is all just duels now. It's Duel City.
You know what? I think I run this. I think I run this.
What do you mean you think you run this? But it's weird.
That's cool. I'm fine with that.
No, it's curious.
Yeah. All right.
Alright.
Yeah. Either way, Linguini's
I need
gonna
to
be
do
pretty
this for my
close
own
to
game.
other people. Duel from this cannon. That was his.
Okay, I think it's by turn.
Decision.
Like, each turn it randomized. Everyone went left. So...
That's pretty helpful.
Maybe it could still just be lucky though that it went left for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Because
Okay.
I did hear Linguine
I
say
don't
that it
care
was
if I
by
have to use a
turn.
weak
Like
lead.
if you go twice on your turn,
Wait, what he does have?
rather than like, so you know, it's by player. I mean, sorry, that's the worst way I could have phrased that. It's by
that's
player
okay.
because Linguine said on your turn. He
Wait,
clarified.
Yeah.
to remap.
Maybe they just won the 50-50 like 3 times. Who knows?
I'm good.
Alright, Sugar Rush. This is one of the worst pointer ones on
Alright, I'm good.
on controller
It's
mod in
so
my
good
opinion.
with a Wii remote, but we're not playing with a Wii remote.
It also makes you realize, I don't know if it's a glitch from the controller mod or if it was always like this and it's just less, it's harder to tell with the pointer, like the Wiimote. But I find that the hitboxes for this, like the
Oh, yeah.
the detection, it much more favors the bottom than the top. You can
Yeah,
see
no,
right
you saw
there
that with the-
actually,
yeah,
Mercs,
with-
ended
yeah.
up going one higher when he was right on top of it.
I will tell you
You,
right
you
now
always
that
want to
even
go
though
a
it's-
little low.
Even though it controls
Wow.
better with a Wii remote, you still get that like hitbox jank
take
with
money.
with the Wii remote. Like it still snaps the place you just don't want it to snap.
Yeah.
It's not out of reach yet.
But yeah, even with that, I mean, it's
Alright, Mercy.
yeah. Again,
All
it
right,
just feels extra
Kibble
awkward
wants
when
Mercs to just roll right in front of him.
yep.
But oh, that is
have the
weekly though.
weekly.
Okay.
I don't know.
He could
we have
take
to
a
see.
duo. He has like two. He basically has 2 chances to take a duo.
Yeah, 2 and 3. 2
Yeah.
and 3 chance to
I
take
mean,
a
if he
duo.
reaches Kibble, then he reaches. Okay, he takes. But
Okay,
but
he only got
Kibble
one
still
out
has
of
a
that.
duo.
It's fair.
Oh my
Kibble still has
god! Wait,
his
that's
duo.
crazy. Okay.
Now everyone's got a duo again though, and they're all bunched up together. This is going to be something.
Dude, the weekly play is crazy. All
Yeah,
right,
great use of weekly there, honestly.
Keep the wall too high.
because he could have just taken
Gosh,
Kibble's duo, and then Kibble just can't take his stars back, right?
If you're Kibble, do you pop this here? Is the
I think you
question.
do. I think you do. Like, you just take
I
your
think
stars
you
back.
do as well. It's just
But that's the thing. Then
'cause-
Linguini will
but you're
roll
also
and
right
reach
next to the
you.
shop. You could hope that you get another duelo in the shop and have 2 chances on the last 2 turns, but that might be a little dicey.
Yeah, I mean, he stole your thrice candy, so he's gonna run away if
I'm
you
not
don't do it
against
now.
That's the duel. That's a
I have,
duel.
to, I have to roll high enough.
Yeah, you do gotta roll pretty low.
That could also secure shopping for Kibble, I think,
That's
if
why
you
I'm-
were to.
okay,
No, it wouldn't,
he
because
got
Linguine
10,
got
he got
a bunch of
10.
stuff.
Alright,
Yeah, I
he's
think this
dueling-
is the play, is just to pop it.
The 9.
You have to hope you roll high.
I'll take
Oh,
Wait, does he reach it?
Oh, he did
Oh,
very
yeah.
Oh
Just
my
barely.
God.
Because I was gonna
Okay.
say, gosh, this game has been absolutely hoeing Kibble's rolls.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's
All right.
perhaps
We're
not the
getting the
best
run
trick.
back.
You know what I
Does he
mean?
take his stars back?
It's absolutely like screwing up Kibble's roll. Eye on the Prize is also a great duel mini game.
Let me know when you're ready.
This
Oh,
one is all
yeah.
about, you just need to sort them by color, the pink and the green balls, but they start going so fast at the end that it's a lot more about like pure instinct than it is.
Yeah, I've never played this game. Like when I do this on Test for the Best, I never do this perfectly. Like it's easy at first, but then it gets like really tricky.
Yeah,
See,
but it is
both players
possible
are
to get
perfect so
close to
far.
perfect on this because when they start coming fast, they come in clumps.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can sort them by that, but it's very difficult.
Oh, we see
E- e-
Kibble
even
make a
now.
mistake.
Kibble's made a mistake already at the start, but of course the end is where it really matters when they start coming at
Yeah.
breakneck speed.
So you do need to be as perfect as you can before the end. Oh, P-Rex makes a mistake. Oh,
Yeah, they're neck
okay.
and neck.
Oh,
Wow, Kibble does win that.
Kibble
Now
takes it.
he just needs to get those wheel timing,
Okay.
and he'll be back to the lead.
Yeah. Don't miss time. You want your 2 stars, right? Don't miss time. Moment of truth. Let's see. He gets
Oh,
it. He
beautiful.
takes
He
it
did-
back.
He didn't get in his head. He hit that as fast as possible, not letting himself psych himself out.
All right.
That
that's
puts
his
Kibble in a really good
yeah.
spot. But of course, there are 3 Duelo candies still in play.
Oh,
Kibble
yeah.
has none of them, so he's,
I don't know
he's
if,
a
like,
huge
yeah.
target.
I don't know if Mercs can use that duo. Oh, he only rolls a 3. I don't know if Cian's gonna be in range to
Yeah, I don't know if that was the
yeah.
right play. I think you have to pop the Duelo there, even if you're a little scared of Linguine.
Well, that's the thing though. Like you can only take 1 star from Linguini.
Yeah, but now at this point, CN might not have the opportunity to use that duelo at all.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd rather take a lower chance than no chance.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. All right. He's going for it.
Good luck, Kibble.
All right. Kibble's got to defend the title here, defend this. But of course, it's not quite as bad if Linguine takes this from him, takes 2 stars from him, because it'll be 3 stars to 2 instead of the 4 to 2 that he has in
Ready whenever you are.
situation he'd be in with Merc. Sorry, I'm really tripping
Yeah.
over my words.
I think Linguini has more bonus stars than Kibble does. So if Linguini has the star advantage, like that might be trouble
it might
for
be
Kibble. Yeah.
GG. Yeah.
We'll see though. Lava Lobbers, this is kind of like, yeah, you just camp, right? Like, yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't want to get close to any of them. Like, you don't want to risk even going close to your opponent. Let's see if anyone. Ooh, oh, okay. Second neck.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This minigame is very tricky because it. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, what do you do?
Oh, that is a clean defense from Kibble. Wow.
Yeah, Linguini needed to win that. He couldn't just
Yeah, I
settle
had to
for
do
a tie.
the
He needed to go
bullshit
for the
cheese
win.
there. I just needed to defend my
yeah.
stars.
Yeah, that's bad for Linguine because that was the only duelo he had, so it's gonna make his life a lot more difficult to try to scrape back.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
some water before the minion starts.
Now with even with all 3 of the bonus stars, he doesn't beat Kibble. Kibble might just be running away with this now.
It's possible, yeah. I mean, so there still is. If CN rolls incredibly high with that duo, there's a chance.
Or like I think P Merc could duel him a 3rd time if
Yeah,
because
if
he
the
doesn't have
rolls
any
work
candies
out.
now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if we get a 3rd run back on Toad versus Dry Bones.
We'll say. I mean, out of all of them, I think again, unless CN rolls like a perfect roll on a duelo, I think CN is kind of out of the running. I think no matter what, we're gonna see it end with this game.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be so quick to count someone out in Mario Party, because anything can happen in Mario Party. But
yeah.
that's what it's looking like, folks.
How high does he need to? He's like on the other side of the board. He might need to like just a 20 just straight up. He's like right after the piranha
Alright,
plants.
Mac, I'm
1,
ready.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he's not that far away, but he's like pretty.
Yeah, he'll need like a 16 or a 17 at least. I
Yeah,
think.
like somewhere around that range. If I'm counting it correctly, we'll see.
Oh, Linguine just fell off the roof. Again, I have seen the one win this a lot more than you would expect,
never
because
win the
everyone
one,
says, oh, this one, you know, the 3 always win. Not so. Not there is the chance.
Yeah,
to
the
mess up on that.
hitboxes can be deceptively active. Maybe Linguini fell off just to throw, like just to make it like harder for the 3 to win. I don't know why you throw, but I mean, at this point it's
I
possible
mean,
to beat
I suppose
Kibble's.
part of it is about trying to keep Kibble away from getting a clear advantage in points. Yeah. Also, that poor Koopa is still stuck in here after all these weeks. From week 5 to the finals, we've left him stuck in that house.
I haven't seen the sunlight in days, in weeks.
Yeah,
Alright,
that
2 turns
guarantees
left.
CN is no longer in contention for bonus star, minigame star. Excuse me, for the minigame star. P-Mercs would need a
okay.
miracle. P-Mercs would need like 2 incredibly lucrative coin minigames that Kibble gets 0 coins in. So P-Mercs is effectively out of range. Linguine could pull it back from Kibble, but it'll take effort. He'll need to make sure he doesn't get on a team with Kibble for either of these last 2 turn end mini games.
Yeah, he's 3. Oh, he wanted the red space. Did he miss time?
Ah, I think he mistimed. Yeah.
Oh, wait, that might be costly because that's
Alright,
like
bro.
that's
Sure,
Red
I
Star.
guess.
Like he could have
Yeah,
taken
just
Red
cancel and
Star.
skip the duels. Just give me exactly
Yeah.
the worst duel.
He could have gotten Red Star. Oh my gosh.
Away.
Okay.
That would be taking it away from Linguine and giving it only to himself. That would
Okay,
have been very
What does
useful.
CN need?
I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, it's only Linguini, but like he needs a 13. But he has to go for it. If he doesn't
And
get
again-
it though, he's out.
Yeah, and again, as I said, I mean, Linguine was only like what 7 spaces away from him originally. If this was always going to be how it was, he should have just done it earlier. I
Oh
don't think he's gonna get
no!
enough.
Oh
Wow.
no!
That's the game spitting in his face. That is unfortunate.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
CN.
Yeah, I think that's his game right there.
Yeah. Dude, that's unfortunate. I feel like the biggest blunder was just not knowing about that extremely specific canon knowledge, right?
Yeah,
Like-
and CN is an 8 fiend, so it's gotta feel especially bad to not know tech about one of your favorites.
Yeah, because that just made him stuck on the right side of the
I
board,
don't have a chance.
and
Unless I
like,
somehow get like a natty duo here.
Yeah, he would have one more star at the very least here. And that, of course, that
Yeah.
would have changed a lot of things in the game, so who knows,
that
but...
one misplay with the cannons, like I think that cost him the game, just straight up.
Unfortunately, he can't even go right to get close to the star. Linguine can't. And
Might as
that's
well
him
try.
taking red from P-Mercs, so that the mistime on that might be bad for Kibble. I mean, I'm sorry, for P-Mercs. The mistiming on that, because that loses him red star.
Honestly, I think Linguini at least might be
really.
able to still win, but it only under very specific conditions. Because if P-Mercs wins the duel, P-Mercs has a duel, right? Because he wins the duel. Now he's in first with 4 stars, but he has less points than Kibble did. So Linguini might.
Blooper holding onto the steering wheel. Sorry, I never noticed that.
You know what? Some of the characters are really cute in Mario Party 8.
No,
But
okay,
yeah.
this. Oh, that was kind of a bad line right there for the red team, but they're keeping the lead.
Oh yeah, going
Yep,
right
okay,
at the
'cause
geyser.
as long as they keep this lead, that's really good because again, that will allow Linguine to potentially take minigame star from Kibble, which is one of the things I think he needs to get close to winning.
That was a really good lean mean ravine.
That was that. I mean, that's. I mean, 34.66 is probably almost close to task time on this. So a low 35 is very good.
All right.
This also makes
Last turn.
CN's CN's minigame star more respectable than it was.
Oh, I didn't know Red has the advantage in this one. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, this could decide a lot because if P-Mercs wins the duel. He has the stars, but that also makes it possible for Linguini to win if he gets more coins than P-Mercs and has all 3 bonus stars.
Also,
So-
as long as Linguine doesn't have like a weird lapse in judgment here, he has Candy Star secured. And he has the potential to get minigame star, and he has red star, and he's got shopping, and he's got running. So like Linguine could actually could clinch this.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! You don't want it to be aim of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, this duel is meaningless.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, again,
no.
assuming there's not a crazy choke in this, because you can choke aim of the game, it's just very,
Yeah,
very
but-
unlikely.
We've seen every player get 800. Now there's like only 2 players.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It still
Dude.
it gives you a ton of cards for just 2 players. So it's
Literally
even
any
easier.
other game. Cause like literally any other game would have decided the game. It would have like been able to swing things and like, oh, this is so anticlimactic. All right, I think Kibble just wins now, unless he just somehow loses a bunch of money somehow.
Oh, dude.
Wait, was that a 0? Oh no.
Let's see, cause he has 2 stars
If I
up.
lost,
He has
the
minigame.
aim of the game, I would actually quit the game forever.
Linguini is going to get candy.
As Kibble said,
Kibble
if you lose the
I'm sorry, you
conference
gotta
to
dodge
aim
your
of the
duel.
game, you just,
So.
that's just it. You just
Kibble
never
is
play 8
camping.
again.
Your
to the
aim
audience,
privileges
it's been
get
wonderful.
revoked. Linguini has. Yeah, I don't think
My conference
PMX
is ruined.
has enough possible bonus stars to. I don't think PMX has any bonus star. So
Yeah, that was such an unfortunate duel.
that's
yeah,
really
dual
unfortunate. He
selection.
could have swung. Dude, he could have won the entire party conference if he got a mini game that he could win. But he got aim of the game. My goodness. Dude. That's the end of the duels.
He's gonna take this.
And if like if we're tracking it right, PMX doesn't have any bonus stars. Linguini could sweep, but he doesn't have the money to beat Kibble. I think Kibble just like your party cube conference champion, very likely to beat Kibble right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting ready for that video essay, how I won my own conference. Yeah, I see no possible road to victory for CN. I can see it for Linguine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
again,
could just if he gets a
very
bunch of money. But he needs like I don't think he's gonna like
No.
I don't think he's
Yeah,
even gonna get that much money here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way he gets enough coins to surpass Kibble's count right now.
I mean, even if I got triple sevens, I still have to like get all the bonus stars. So.
That's a good point, Linguine saying there. That yeah, even if he got like even if he got a ton of coins on this turn, he still needs to get the rest of the. He needs to like it's not even guaranteed that all 3 of the bonus stars that he has will come up.
Yeah, because Kibble has some of them. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I think
he has more than Kibble now.
yeah,
Okay.
he does have more than
Okay.
Kibble.
Wait a minute.
I think
So
it
he-
was potentially a better option to go for that star there.
Down but not out.
Because then
He
he only
has-
needs to. He would still. I guess he would still need 3 in that case.
Yeah, no, because then he'd have less than Kibble. I think it's I think it doesn't matter. Yeah. Keep
Oh,
something
it all
opposing.
comes down to lava or leave him again. This is what allowed.
Okay.
I'm
This
ready.
this was the final mini game in
I'm
the
ready.
8 game that gave Linguine Mega
ready.
Game Star in the.
If you're
start of
Kibble,
the
you
season.
just like
Poetic.
don't make Linguini win, right? Like anyone but Linguini.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because that at that point that almost guarantees
My childhood trauma. Right
a not a
That'd be my
Linguine
adult
victory,
trauma.
but
And
it
if
would,
you're
it would make it a lot more
Linguini, it's
likely
like
that
don't
Linguine
make
would
Kibble
get.
win, right? So
It has to be a specific combo of 3 for no. He has 4 of Linguine has 4 of them right now. This would give him 5 if he wins this. So then it's a 1 in 6 chance that he loses. That Linguine loses. Yeah, the tricky thing about Lava or Leave Him is that these hitboxes stay
Oh!
as big. Ooh,
oh, he creeps. Oh my god.
oh my gosh.
Oh my god, he could have
Oh.
died. Oh, there goes PMX. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, the hitboxes are way bigger than you.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, those.
Oh,
No! Oh wow!
Hey.
He wins that. Okay, that
There's,
puts
there's,
people in the
there's
lead.
still a path.
there is still a way Linguini wins.
There
but
is
it's
still a way
really
Linguine
hard.
wins. There are.
Okay.
Oh gosh, if someone's better at math than I am, it's
It needs to be like Candy, Red, Running, and Shopping, and only those,
Yeah.
like only 3 of those
yes,
4.
it,
Show up,
happening
and
and
then I-
happening
Just need minigame.
and
I didn't
minigame
miss track
cannot
minigame,
come
I
up.
have it.
If they
Yeah.
do,
If,
Linguine
if
loses.
Happening and Minigame Star show up, Kibble wins, basically.
Okay, so the minigame started up being very respectable at the end. I thought we were gonna see some runaways, but it's actually pretty darn close.
Yeah, really close.
We'll see
All
how
right,
well we track
let's
in a
see.
moment.
All
Yes,
down to this.
okay.
Oh, it's GG.
All right,
Kibble
yep,
wins.
Kibble wins.
Kibble
That-
takes it.
That is a Kibble victory in the Party Cube
All
conference.
right, your Party Cube Grand Champion, Kibble, and they both showed up. Oh wait, Waluigi. Oh, yeah.
You know, Green Star is wait. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
that's tracked correctly. Yeah, we tried that correctly. Running Star this week.
running. Yeah,
This will
that
be the
goes to
final
Linguine.
season of the Party Cube
Yeah, so you're right. The two
Conference.
ones that Linguine needed to not come up both came up.
Yeah, so sad.
But
Oh my
So
god.
sad
yeah,
for
I mean, I
Linguini.
think there were some masterful plays in this game. Of course,
Yeah, no, this
some
was-
Mario Party luck in there too. But
Yeah, even the game is right.
It could have been that.
Oh
of
yeah,
course,
that dude.
points are going to matter for Mercs and Linguine to figure out second place prize and who gets third place prize. We'll have to see how that shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, I
Can't
think
wait
this
for the show to
ranking
be
is just
milked
how
around
it
for the
is.
next 10 years. I'm gonna unmute the commentators.
Yeah, Kibble
Linguine gets
then-
second. Mercs gets Mercs will get third, and CM will get fourth
Do that, actually.
in your Party Cube Conference finals.
I'll unmute them.
Oh my gosh, dude! Congratulations,
Commentators, just
Kibble.
ping me in the chat whenever you want me to switch to animation.
Man, that was close. I mean, that was close up until the very end.
I didn't even see what the other bonuses were. My mind just completely farted once I saw a minigame over the other two.
As soon as you saw minigame, you knew you just had it. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I mean I would love to hear some of the post game interviews. This might be a heartbreaker for some people though, so we'll see if we get everyone on. But this was such a good game, honestly. Like this is the classic. This is the classic of what I want to see in Mario Party at least. So many like tight close plays as well as some a little bit of Mario Party luck. Do you have anything more you want to say, Waff, before we get ready for interviews?
No, all I have to say is that was a very good game. All of you should be very proud for just making it to the finals and giving us a very, very close game. A very
Very close
you
set of
guys-
4 games.
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like, this has been incredible to watch. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, we will see you for some post-game interviews.
Yeah, how are you feeling after at the very end of today's game?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty like it's like I know it's over. You know, like I had a small percentage coming into this, right? So like at least like I was like gave it my all. Mini games,
Yeah.
I think I played pretty well. I think I won a decent amount of free for alls. I think on the board though, I think me like getting 1 star on the board just naturally kind of sucked.
Oh, yeah.
I never got a chance to duel, which did suck. So I think I got a little pretty unlucky there, but it was nice seeing. At least everyone else had a shot, cause like I didn't really have like the biggest shot like everyone else did really. So it's nice seeing everyone. Like
It is sad to see you be a bridesmaid this whole final season. Yeah, the only person who didn't manage to get a win, unfortunately. You had so many close calls up until this point. I mean, you played some excellent games. You've always been solid in the mini games. I mean, I guess that is one thing though in terms of the duel. One thing that I'm curious about asking. So you had the opportunity with the Duelo Candy. Linguine was originally like 7-ish, if that, spaces away from you. And of course Linguine only had 1 star on the board as well, so it didn't make the, you had better targets.
Yeah.
But you had the Duelo Candy, and then everyone managed to get further away from you. What was going through your mind that made you decide not to pop it there?
I was just like, it didn't really matter. Like, he has 1 star, and even if he does have all 3 bonus stars, like, I can't win. So it's like, my best hope was like, okay, well, maybe I can roll high with the duel and duel both of them. Like,
That's a good point.
Kibble
Yeah.
and Linguine. But I honestly, and I genuinely think I was like, I don't know, I think I got pretty unlucky on getting like not getting a star. I think my
Yeah.
orbs were pretty good. I just, again, I could not get a star.
Yeah,
Or
I
even 1
think
duel, like not even 1 duel. I don't really care about the like, just not even 1 duel did suck. That's
that is
my main gripe.
really unfortunate. I think what was really unfortunate was that like the way the turn order was made us that Link like because you really wanted to do like P-Mercs or Kibble, right? They both had 2 and 4 stars. And you could have
Yeah.
taken 2 stars from either of them, but Linguine was just always in front of them.
I know. That's why being
Yeah.
3rd and 4th is kind of the worst sometimes. Like in that situation, like I could, yeah. And then like every time I did have enough for the stars, someone had a triple. Like, everyone had triple. Like okay, well Kibble didn't, but that was talking about the Greenbergs. I couldn't. I really could not really play the game.
Yeah, the movement was insane on this board overall.
Oh yeah.
Minigame would even saved me. Nothing would have saved me, bro. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe a little bit more bonus stars, but
There was also that time. The
Yeah.
only other thing that I think was crazy that happened in your game was the cannon play. if you
Oh,
remember.
Yeah,
oh yeah, it,
that's what I
happened
talked
twice.
about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so apparently if you go down right, it happens
Mhm.
again the same turn if both goes right. So I thought it would change, but I
Yeah.
didn't know that. But I don't think it
Yeah.
really mattered too much because I only had 1 candy orb and my roll wasn't high enough to get another candy. If I'm correct.
Well, okay, here's the thing though, because like because that like I don't blame you for like going for the cannon twice because it's very like specific knowledge, right? Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
easy
well
to
known,
like
I know
think
that.
that you could just like you're just re-rolling a different chance to just go to the left. But I feel like because you were stuck on the right side, like the right side doesn't have like a lot of candies like on it, so
Already
it's
loved
very
Candy
easy.
Star as well. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, Wayne probably has it because he never missed a one. I don't
Yeah.
think then. So I was like, okay, I'll kind of cook.
I think
Oh, Candy
I-
Star, kind of. I already know it's
Yeah.
gonna have happening all lock, so everything. Yeah, shot.
I think with that turn, you like went into the cannon. You had like 20 left on that cannon. If I was counting it correctly, I think
yeah, I
if you
would've had it.
actually, yeah, if you just said
would've
no
had
to
the
the
star.
cannon, you could have just ran into the star just normally.
I could have, right?
And
yeah,
and,
no,
and,
that
you,
was
and you
one
would have had
way.
another candy as well because there is a candy on the way to the star.
Yeah, there's candies in shops. So
Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's play on mid then.
yeah,
Yeah,
but like
it's
you know,
unfor- I mean,
I
there's
see-
so many things to consider in the
Yeah.
That true.
in
Yeah, like
a
I don't think
way.
one star. Like, it would have helped, but like I'm okay. One extra star. I don't think it's too crazy. But you never know. It could have actually fixed my position.
Yeah, I mean, it could have given you like a lot more candies, like, but like,
you're closer to the happenings.
Yeah. Close
Yeah.
To what happened.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I mean, it's a very understandable mistake. I know in in the game, it's like you see that the candy could get you the cannon could get you like a lot
I mean,
closer to the
to be
star.
fair too, another thing, I could have just went left. Like, I didn't have to go right. You could have just went left. I could have just got good RNG, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
excellent for your game. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Exactly.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That'd be
it's
like that though.
tricky.
But like generally though, like I generally had mad fun, you know. And even if I knew like,
Oh, yeah.
damn, like it's probably cooked, at least watching them play was insane. I think it could have, like, if Wayne would have had the bonus stars he needed, or one extra star, right? Like, could have happened. Mercs would have had this, Kibble, you know, a lot of what ifs, but it came down to it. And I
Yeah,
had a lot of fun generally, so I'm not really mad how it played. I could have obviously
great.
always could have played better, right? But I don't think there's so much I could have done. I think I played.
yeah.
I think that's a
I'm
great
glad.
thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Just,
glad
like,
to see that
players.
you had fun. I agree that it was really, really like entertaining. Like
Yeah,
it's
it was
really
low-key.
impressive just seeing all these players just like seeing the game be that close.
Yeah, it was
It's like-
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was a lot of, like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, there were
That's
so
a
many
curveball.
moments. I also I'd love to ask as well. I mean, there's nothing to look ahead to at this point because it's the end of the conference. So I'd love to hear you look back a little bit. You know, how was your experience? Just if you want to give any like last thoughts about like participating in the conference overall, like your time here. You know, what do you have to say?
it was like an arc. It felt amazing. It felt like it just felt like I kept going and going and going. It felt nice, honestly. But now that it's over, you know, it's like you can also just look back at it and just like, wow, that was a really fun year or month. You know, I really enjoyed it. Who knows? In the future, I'll be another tournament. There's always someone's always cooking up, you know. So I'm also
Yeah.
down for the future as well, right? And
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next one. And I mean, if it does, it probably will, but take some time. But it'll be a good time also too to just take a break, just de-chud, you know, just like, okay, well, it's over, but at least I can still play at Mario Party with the boys, no matter what, right? Chill.
Oh yeah,
Lock in
Mario
and then-
Party is forever.
Yeah, Mario Party forever, literally. Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm glad you had
by
fun.
that, I don't have anything else to really say unless you guys have any.
I think that's all the questions I had. So, was there anything more you wanted to ask or?
No, I mean I just say like thanks for participating. Yeah, you've
Of
been
course.
like you've been such a like chill and positive guy throughout this whole conference. It's been a pleasure watching you play. It's been a pleasure watching your arc. Sorry that you didn't get a chance to place higher, but I mean it's awesome to see how far you came. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Kind
Yeah.
words.
Congratulations on just making it all the way to the final game, and
Thank you, awful.
yeah, we'd love to see you next season as well.
Me too,
Yeah.
man.
All right. Well,
Great.
thank you, CN.
yeah,
Thank you
have
too,
a good
guys.
one.
Thank you.
We are back with third placer, P-Mercs. How are we feeling after today's game?
Definitely a little disappointed, but honestly, I still think I played pretty well that game. So it's hard not to be disappointed though, but I'm still happy to just made it to finals and make it all the way to game 4. It's kind of crazy that the placements in the last game just ended up being the placements for the final standings in general, but we'll take it. I was definitely that last minigame was tense. Obviously, even if Linguine did win it, because the way the bonus stars lined up, he wasn't gonna get it. But if Linguine took first, I think I might have snuck out a second in the conference. I don't know for sure, but either way, that was, I don't know, lots of mixed emotions. It was a tense game, super quiet. Like that was one of the most like the first two games of finals when there wasn't like really too many chances of it ending. Like we were still like talking, joking around. Dude, the last two games, it's been fucking dead quiet, dude. Everybody's locked in, just like tracking, plotting.
No,
So-
I noticed that because
Yeah.
I feel like the last times I've commentated, I've turned the competitors down too much, and I miss a lot of things that people say. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna make sure to keep everyone higher this time so I can hear what the banter is. There was no banter. Everyone just
Yeah.
No more
decisions in silence.
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of that was just like everyone just like being tactical. Yeah.
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 I mean, and also, yeah, I think out of everyone, it makes sense that you would have the most mixed emotions, because I feel like if there's any one arc you follow, like if you follow any one player throughout this game, I think you had the biggest heartbreaker story out of anyone in this game. I mean, you were riding high and first from a really clean win on Frozen Assets.
Super
and
close.
then
That was definitely the best game of that I've played. GG's to Kibble on that. We made
that was
interesting.
insane.
That was insane. Can we
And
like
then-
talk about that Frozen Assets game?
Yeah,
Well,
please.
yeah,
let's,
'cause, like-
let's stop
Okay,
there
yeah.
for a second.
What were you feeling like just going through your mind as that was going? Because that was like insanely close from beginning to end, and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
ends with you just barely winning. Like,
Barely nudging it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was back and forth. Like we kept getting it. Like as it went on, you saw like the strategy evolve. Because who practices Frozen Assets? I don't think anyone
Yeah.
does. So you saw. I think I saw the strategy like evolve as the game went on. Because I think we both knew like to like hit each other out. But then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like as when we hit each other out, and then we saw them just like spawn onto the other
Yeah.
player, even if we hit them out. So it's like, all right, wait. So once we hit them, go to one that's far away, grab that, and
Yeah,
that became the strategy going in. But
and then
It was-
that strategy culminated in the fact that you two each hit a different icicle at the same time, and like by frames you won that.
yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
super,
was
super
easy.
close duels between us. I won the one I initiated, Kibble won the one he initiated, and we got that wet fart at the end. But
Yeah, that
Oh,
that
yeah.
aim of the game, that was like the biggest heartbreaker. It's like, okay, there's not even a chance. The game's teasing you.
Yeah.
yeah, that,
Like, sorry, like, cause it's like I feel like it must have been crazy to like on the second duel to like lose the lead you just took, and then I forget what the second duel even was.
yeah,
Was it like
was eye on the prize.
oh, Eye on the
uh,
Prize? That's
that
right.
one- That one, the nerves were kicking in. I had a perfect going in, and like right near the end, my finger slipped off my control stick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But even then, like at the end, it was just it's still a little bit of luck at the end of Eye on the Prize, even if both players play it perfectly. So
Yeah,
I
because
think
that
I slipped up
ending is
on
hard.
I slipped up on one ball during the normal phase, and then the ending.
I mean, Kibble also slipped up on one ball in the normal phase as well, so
Oh,
it really
okay.
did come down to the ending there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually had like a lead on him for a bit until you guys evened out again.
Yeah. But like, dude, I guess we could finally talk about like that third duel. Just like, because it's like you could have gotten first back, you could have gotten your 2 stars back, and then out of all duels, it was aim of the game. It's
Granted,
just so anticlimactic, right?
there's
Like,
26 duels. There's a lot of great duels in Mario Party 8. There
Yeah.
are 3 main like draw bait duels, and that's aim of the game, flip the chimp, and what was the other one?
I feel like Wing and
I-
Scare also ties, right? Like,
Yeah,
ties
that
pretty often.
ties quite often. Oh, and I guess aim of the game is the one I was thinking of. Wait.
Oh
Aim of
yeah.
the game, Aim of the game, flip the chimp, and some other. My mind's scrambled.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I got that, it's like just knew it was over. I didn't have a chance, but Aim of the game reminds you that Mario Party is a game made for children.
Yeah.
The fact that they put that as a duel, like, I don't know.
like
Kids don't know how to
It's
do
like-
math. They'll just hit random
Apparently
cards, you know?
not. Yeah.
sometimes
I
something
mean,
like that reminds you that this is a children's party game.
Exactly. It's a top 100 minigame though, so don't worry.
It goes hard if you're 9
yeah.
years old, I swear.
I'm glad I even had a chance at that second duel because I looked out on getting that Weekly candy. I don't know if Kibble knew that I had the Weekly when he Springoed to me, because I know
That
he
Weekly
wanted,
play was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
really crazy.
I know he Springoed to me to specifically both not get dueled by Linguine and also to have a chance to duel me. I don't know if he realized I had a Weekly or not, but luckily he won that 50-50 of whether I would steal it or not.
Yeah, that's if you stole his duelo candy, you just would have like run away with it, right? Like, because he wouldn't have been able to duel you. So it's
No,
like,
and then he probably
yeah.
would have been in the way because he would have only rolled one dice block. So yeah, he would have been ahead of Linguine, and Linguine would have been forced to duel Kibble, and I would have been safe in that scenario.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So if I
Yeah.
won that 50-50, things would have looked a little different.
Yeah. No, and I mean, I think that also speaks to, like, I mean, you made some great plays in that game,
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely.
One thing, though, I did notice, so, there was one time close to the end that you used a slow-go candy, and sounded like you got frustrated with that. Did you,
Yeah.
what were you hoping to get with the slow-go that you did? Was it the red space?
Yeah, I was trying to get the red space because that would have tied up bonus star. Red didn't show up
Yeah.
anyway, but it was the only bonus star I had a chance at that point, so I wanted to try
Yeah.
to at least tie it
That-
up.
That was the thing, is that, yeah, you were in contention for a little bit for some of the bonus stars, and then it all just started to slip away. Until
Yeah.
Red Star was the only one, and yeah, you would have tied, at least by my tracking. I haven't seen the official tracking, but
Well, so I would have tied it at that time, but then Linguine also landed on another red during that turn, so then he would have taken it for himself again.
okay, so we did miss one of the reds that Linguine got. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
had thought that would have.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it in the game results. Yeah.
But so that's a little less of a heartbreaker than it could have been then, because
Yeah, definitely a
gone to him
misplay,
anyway.
and my biggest, I think, mistake in the game though was my early cash sap. I barely mistimed it. I did not get Kibble. If I got Kibble, maybe the whole game would have been different if I stole some of Kibble's money there, because he wouldn't have been able to buy the star. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
a lot would have been.
Oh, do we have the Gecko code that Cash Step steals money?
It doesn't
or-
steal, but it still
But it
would
still
have
would've
made
stopped
him
him.
lose his money if I got.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because I wouldn't have been able to buy a star, but it would have made him make a decision whether to shop or buy the star. Instead, he got to do both. So
Oh, I don't think I even caught that you mistimed it. Like,
yeah, it was barely. It was like on the line, and it ended up being Luther.
yeah, crazy. Well, I mean, either way, you know, you got third overall in the Party Cube Conference. That is a very, very good placing. I'd say you played a
Absolutely.
great game. Nova,
Thank
do you have any more questions for him? Or
No, I would just say, I guess again, I guess I'm saying this to every to every interviewee. You know, there's nothing to look there. There's no looking ahead at the end of this interview. So why not look back? How do you feel about your time in the Party Cube conference? Like, if you have any thoughts on sharing your experience for like the past month or two?
Yeah, absolutely. This was a blast. I definitely was missing a bit of the competitive Mario Party scene. I've never made it to a finals in a Mario Party League before, so that was my goal here, and I barely squeaked it out, or I guaranteed the final spot with my 8 game in the regular season. So that was very, very fun. That was definitely a highlight, was clutching that win for week 5. And just being able to play Mario Party at such a high level, like, where, like, we all know these games way too well. That's why we signed up for a competitive
Yeah.
Mario Party like this. So it's great to just showcase that skill and be challenged by people of equal and greater than your skill, because it just makes the game so much more fun. Since we all know it super well, it makes it that much more engaging. And I think that definitely showed, like I said, in like the past few games, based on how silent it was. But that brings the question. It's like, well, Party Party is a party game. I like the banter. It's a fun way to play with friends. But the competitive scene has a good place too. So I definitely got that. Party Q Conference was able to scratch that itch for me. I probably won't be able to play in one of these again for a long while. So I'd say it was a good note to go out on. Finals was my goal, and I made it happen. So good stuff. And shout outs to Kibble for making this a really great production.
Yeah, shout outs to Kibble. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and I mean, and not even just finals, you got bronze, so technically you've exceeded your expectations.
Yeah.
True, by one place, man. I made the finals. I got third, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, PMRIX, it's been really great having you. And I mean, regardless of whether or not, like, you know, you show up like next season, or I mean, I guess just good luck with everything. And
Thank you.
yeah, have yourself a very nice night.
You two guys, thanks for coming, thanks for hanging, and we'll play more games soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
playing PMRX. Bye.
You guys.
We
Welcome
are
back.
back with our next interviewee, Linguini, at second place. How are we feeling after today?
Yeah, I was right there, man. I was literally right there. It had to be Lava Lobbers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I
That-
guess.
and that was a close one for Lava Lobbers too.
Yeah.
I couldn't just sit there and tie. I mean, it was the only way out. So
Yeah.
I knew kind of I was fighting an uphill battle going into the mini game. So yeah, I'm just had to be a tie bait mini game, unfortunately, but it happens, I guess.
Fortunate.
We
Yeah.
got so many. We really got the dualities of duels. in this
Yeah.
game. We got the really good ones and the really okay mini games.
Well, I think it was just Eye on the Prize and then like 2 dog shit mini games. So I don't know what else
Yeah.
we got. If there was
Well,
a fourth duel.
There was
Frozen
Frozen Ass.
Assassin.
Frozen Asses was really
Oh,
entertaining.
that's not great either. But at least it doesn't
No,
tie.
it's not great, but it was
Yeah.
entertaining.
At least
Yeah.
at least you get a winner with that one, right?
At least someone wins. Yeah, I mean,
How are you feeling at like the very end? Oh, okay. We gotta talk about like the lava or leave him, because that was insanely close. And if you won lava or leave him, you could have taken Kibble's minigame star.
yeah, but it didn't matter because Green Star showed up. I would have had
Oh, yeah.
5
Yeah.
bonus stars if I did win, but I mean, Green
Yeah.
Star showed up. So like either way, I'm not
Either
winning.
way, it would be yeah.
Yeah.
But
The game,
no, I mean,
keeps jingling keys in my face, being like, "Ooh, you can win. You can win." Nope.
yeah. No, but I will say how poetic though for both of your 8 games to end on a very
On lava or leave them.
on
Yeah.
lava or leave them in a way that matters. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could have mattered, but it didn't. So at least this time it didn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, it makes it
actually
feel a
felt-
little less bad.
Yeah, I actually felt good going into that minigame though, because I'm like, yeah, I've done it once, I'll do it again. I didn't do it again. Thankfully, I didn't have to, so I don't have to be upset about that.
Yeah. I mean,
That
how,
was
how, like, what was it? What were you thinking, like, going into, like, just knowing that the only way to beat Kibble was with a bonus sweep? Because you did have, like, you had 4 bonus stars, but, you know.
Well,
the
it was better than being in a unwinnable spot like a turn ago, so it was something. But I
True.
kind of I wasn't getting excited though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
no,
it did make it interesting that it was still possible, but yeah, no, it really was Kibble's game to win by the end there.
It was, absolutely, it was.
I will say
Uh,
you guys ended up on teams a lot together, and you did play very successfully together.
We did.
I think you won pretty much every 2v2.
I think so. Yeah, no, I think, to add to that, I think in terms of minigames, I did really good, but I also got a lot of really bad 1v3s as well. I think I played, what's it called?
I know you got Power
You
Trip
played-
as the one.
Yeah, Power Trip, and then
You got
played
Swerve
Chuck
and
Rope as
Skies,
the 3.
too.
well, I was
Yeah.
on Kibble's team for that, so it didn't really matter.
Oh,
And
so
then,
that wouldn't matter for the fight between those two. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Well,
you two were,
I guess-
you two
I
were
guess-
trading it back and forth. It was
yeah.
something to see for a while there.
I guess Swerve and Skies isn't that bad, but it's just man, I had to be the one for that. Whatever.
And also, yeah, that not just that, but also, I mean, I think the strat you always want on Swerve and Skies is to try to get everyone down to 1 balloon first because their biggest enemy is themselves. If they get each other trapped, and then you ended up having 1 person with 2 balloons left at the end, which is just.
I think it's kind of hard
bad.
to like properly aim though. To be honest, I just kind of
for
shoot.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you didn't really specific aiming just to get the balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate, but in other words, I think that's when you know the one is a little cooked, when you see that it just so happens there's 1 person with 2 balloons left. It's like, okay, they have full roam of the screen at this point. So that was unfortunate.
I guess in terms of questions, I do remember one part of the game. You used a slow-go, and you got it like you landed on like you used it to a slow-go, land on a blue space.
That was intentional, yeah.
Yeah. Was it to make sure you don't lose your duelo?
The reason I did that was because I knew Mercs was behind me in Candy. I didn't want to let up Candy Star, and I also wanted to like be able to shop guarantee. I didn't want to just natty roll and not be able to shop. I believe I also had 3 candies at the time as well, I think. But the main reason is I wanted to like guarantee be able to like use a candy and shop, and I didn't really have like a better use for the slow go at the time. So I'm like, you know what, let's just use it here. That way I can get a shop next turn, and guaranteed.
Yeah, and I think
it was the
you
best
used it to
balance
roll
for
a
I'd want to see this.
You used it to roll a 5, right? And
Yeah,
so I think
5.
that also is like, okay, well, you know, if you just rolled naturally, there's like a half chance-ish that you'd get lower than that anyway, so it's not the worst use of a slow go if you have to.
And like, once again, I didn't really have anything in the future to use it for, really. It's just kind of like in my inventory.
And you didn't want to slow go onto the happening like right before that blue space, presumably to just keep your other candies.
I would have considered it if I could have gotten happening, but I was pretty behind on happening. I think CN had like 4.
Oh yeah, CN had like a lot by that time anyways, yeah.
He had a good bit.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's all the questions. Nobody have any more questions for Linguini?
Yeah, just the one thing I've been saying to everyone is there's nothing to look ahead to in the conference at this point since it's the last game, so why don't we take a look back? How do you feel about your performance all throughout the conference? You know, just like give us a couple feelings about your experience if you have them over these past like month or 2.
Man, I really played a great season. I mean, at the end of the day, it sucks that after coming so far, I wasn't really great at like Mario Party before this. I really like grinded all the mini games and like started practicing a lot more. I came really far in terms of skill this season, and I believe that it's just really bittersweet that it had to end like this on my favorite game in a way where like the duels just didn't really add up for me. But overall, I am proud of how I played. I think every single game I played to the fullest, except for the 7 game in finals. I think that one I definitely could have played a lot better, but I think every other game I played to my fullest, and I didn't really have many mistakes throughout the season. And ending it off in first at the very top, when I think I was projected 5th, I think. That was my original seed. It feels good. It feels good. It just sucks that at the end of the day, like, man, second, so close yet so far. Still really good, but
yeah,
it's just kind of.
I mean, at least you get second overall, so that's like a decent amount of like money at least, right?
It is, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Still nice.
So
crazy that like someone donated 500 to begin with. That's wow.
Absolutely, no, that's very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been cool to see you rise above your ranking a little bit. I mean, your ranking was still pretty high, but yeah, you know, to even get better past that point, you know, to keep pushing, has been awesome to see this season. And yeah, it's been fun watching you throughout the conference. Fun seeing you dominate in a lot of your games, especially in that preseason or you know the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it has been really fun having you, Linguini. Any final words before we move on to our winner for tonight?
Final words. Well, first off, I think you guys both did a great job commentating throughout the season. I watched most of the VODs, and I think you guys did a great job casting and making things entertaining.
Thank you.
I think hats off to Cable Cog for, you know, putting on such an incredible event. I think
Absolutely.
Even though it did end very bittersweet, at least for me, I think he still ran an amazing event where, you know, he had to balance, you know, a lot of shit I'm not gonna say the win was deserved because I'm salty right now, and it's kind of funny that the host did end up winning. Yeah, he stole all of our money in the end.
It was all a scam this whole time. It was rigged.
And fuck lava lobbers.
Yeah.
That shit
Lava
lost me
was
too
not
I can
nice
agree to
you.
that.
It's this game. Yeah.
All right.
That's all I have to say. I got everything off my chest.
All right. Well, see you next season if there is one. And
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. To all my fans, I'm sorry I couldn't clutch it up, but I hope I gave y'all a good show.
You did. You did.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was such a fun game to watch from beginning to end.
All right.
All right.
We'll
See
see
you.
you. See you later, Linguini.
Goodbye, everybody.
We are back with Kibble, the winner of tonight's game and the champion of Party Cube Conference. How are you feeling after today's game?
Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, great, obviously I won. Who wouldn't feel good? But it was, it was a crazy game, just like start to
Definitely.
finish. The bonuses were super close. The star counts, just everyone's board position with the duelos. Like I was locked in for most of that. So when it finally came to a close and I was the winner, it's like, shit, it didn't even really feel real. It was nuts.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. I mean, there were so many bonus stars, like swapping hands too. Like you and Linguine kept swapping for the minigame star. I mean, you weren't involved in a lot of the other bonus star shenanigans, except shopping. But yeah, a lot of the other ones were also changing hands a lot, or were like threatened to change hands a lot of points.
That's a good point. Yeah, it was like minigame and shopping were pretty much the only two I was in contention for the whole game. From like the start, turn one, I rolled like a 2, so I was the only person who didn't get the free candy. And then when I did, it was like a bolo, and I didn't get a thrice from the shop. So like right from the start, it was like, okay, these 3 bonuses are like running, candy, and running and candy are probably cooked. And I just wasn't landing on a lot of reds and not enough happenings. So it was really just like minigame shopping.
Everyone else was spamming thrice candies and twice candies, and you were just like,
as you do.
It wasn't even like, oh, someone got a movement candy early. It was like, no, everyone got like 3 movement candies super early on, and you didn't get any until I think like turn 5.
Yeah, and while that was rough, it's actually kind of nice to know like so early in the game that I'm just forfeiting these bonuses, because then I can actually hold on to my candies for like, you know, slightly more strategic time.
You can save them.
Because sometimes when you're fighting for Candy
comes.
Star or you're fighting for Runny, you really just want to like spam those twices and thrices as much as you can. But I was able to like slow down a little bit, hold on to like my spring outs and stuff until I thought it was an opportune time. So I think that actually helped my my board play a decent bit. Silver line.
Because I think I kept saying it, but I feel like you were the main person who was locked into board play from the start because of that, where you were focusing a lot on star spawns and things like that, and actually trying to get to the star. Because, you know, when it comes down to it, yeah, you do want to fight for bonus stars. They're important, but it's only 3 of them. You know, you can get more. You can get 3 stars on the board pretty easily over the course of a game. So if you're always focusing, like hyper focusing on those bonus stars that you might not even get, you know, you're forfeiting a lot of potential that's right in front of you. So
for sure, it's a balancing act, definitely. Because the nice thing about the bonuses is that, you know, no one can take them from you, especially with how potent duels can be in MP8. Having like a lot of bonuses locked can be really nice. But at the same time, you know, if you don't have stars, if you don't get anything on the board, kind of like how we saw with Linguine in this game, it can kind of just like, you know, you're kind of just cooked.
Yeah. And I guess while we're at it, let's talk about all those duels, because you were involved in like all of them.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Like, I think literally all of them.
Especially on like turn 19 when I rolled 1 in front of her, because I was like, oh brother. But I think I actually got like fairly lucky with the duels I pulled. The first one, the frozen assets. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah.
Maybe that minigame's not so bad. That was actually super hype.
By frames. I've never seen a frozen asset look that good before.
Neck and
Actual
neck.
photo finish, yeah.
Yeah.
Hats off to
like
Marks
I
for
got
that.
like, how does it feel losing, like barely just being able to like win your mini game, and then you just lose 2 stars, and then you just had to chase P-Mercs back, like
yeah, I got lucky enough that I was able to counter duel But yeah, I mean, that frozen
Yeah.
assets, it didn't even really feel like I lost to RNG, even though that minigame was decently luck-based. But Mercs and I were playing it the same way, let the other guy break the crystals, or kick them, punch them far enough away that you can safely get one on your own. Because it's so random, like, the crystal, or the icicle spawns are random, which icicles have crystals is random, and then which direction the crystals spawn where they fly most importantly is random. So it's so...
Sometimes they can just fly to, like, the other guy,
It
right?
happens
Just
so often,
immediately.
man. Two people are just, like, chasing the same crystals the whole game. If you punch one, it's very common for the other guy to just get one, so... Yeah, Mercs and I were keeping it competitive as you can keep frozen assets. And, yeah, losing 2 stars to that was a little rough, but... I just bought in a duelo, I believe, the turn before, so I was like, okay, I have insurance. Everyone was kind of, like, in this corner of the board. So I was like, this is, it's not over. It's not over. And it wasn't.
Yeah. And, like, I guess just, getting your star back from, like, on the prize, and then just defending it with, like, lava lobbers, and then, like, getting aim of the game.
Yeah.
Not really
like,
defense. I was kind of just, I had a pulse at that time, so I was able to get 800 points on the game. It was tough for Mercs to pull that at the end, but yeah, the lava lobbers was interesting, man, because I realized when I was practicing this minigame, like I was like, wait, if you're the person getting dueled, you can just spam lobs, and the other person like has to approach you, because you spawn on opposite ends of the map. They have to come towards you, and you can spam the lobs so quickly that it's nearly impossible for them to like sneak a shot in without getting hit themselves. And that's exactly what happened. Linguine got hit right before hitting me, and then I was just able to clean it up from there.
You just played defense the whole time, and it worked out.
Yeah, it's a little cheesy, but shit, I needed it then more than ever.
Oh yeah, I mean whatever makes you successfully defend your stars. Yeah, that's how you just have to play.
Yep. But if you're like on the offensive, I definitely see Linguine's like, he was trying to play more aggressive because he needed the stars. So I don't think he played that poorly at all. It's just kind of a tough
just a tough minigame to have if you're on the offense.
Definitely.
Nova, is there anything you want to ask him?
Yeah, one question really quickly, or I guess two. One of them I think I might know the answer to, so I'll ask that one first. You forfeited DK on what was either the first or the second turn, I think.
It was turn 2. Yeah,
no, it had to be the second.
I just won the first minigame, so I could have gotten a star from that.
You could have. What was going through your head at that moment? Were you still thinking about bonus stars more so at that point?
Yeah, I think getting the early shop on Treetop Temple is really good for trying to chain bonuses, and that was before my whole, everything came crumbling down with my rolls and my candy pool. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's turn 2. Like, obviously a star is nice, but a star means, you're a dual target too. So I think I'd rather, so early in the game, anything could swing anyway. I think it's a little safer for me to go for the shop early on here, get that 20 coin candy.
Yeah, and I mean, and also we talked about this on comms too. The combination of this being a finals game where you have to get first to win, you have to make sure other people don't get first to keep the game going. Plus it being Mario Party 8 duel system, being a front runner early on does make you a huge target.
It's scary for sure.
In this, so that makes sense. Then my other question. Just something I'd love to get your thoughts on, like what was going through your head, because Femurs brought this up. Everyone was so silent this game. I mean, y'all were so locked in.
Yeah, there's a pin. Pin could have been dropped in that VC. I've been pretty quiet, honestly, most of the finals games, my conference games in general. Some of that competitive Mario Party, like I'm still having fun, but you would not be able to gauge that from my voice activity. Like it just seems like I'm fucking just like stone cold the whole time, but. Especially with 8-man, like 7 and 8, you really have to dial in hard with the tracking. I was only tracking 4 of the 6 bonuses. I'm terrible at candy and running, so I didn't even try with those.
Oh yeah, I mean running is terrible to track. So
but yeah,
so is candy. When you watch this back, you'll see how many times I had to ask Chad if someone used candy or not.
It's really hard. It's like such a an inconspicuous thing, someone using a candy. But even beyond the bonus tracking, I was also tracking. I wanted to keep track of which candies everyone held on to. Because in Mario Party 5 through 8, in their HUD, it doesn't tell you exactly what item they have. It just tells you, it just shows you the color of the candy.
Yeah.
Which could mean drastically different things. Like a Springo versus a Cash App, for example, on this board, very, very different outcomes from that.
a Weeglee versus a
Yeah,
Blowaway.
Oh, yeah.
Bolo. You know,
Yeah.
maybe someone has a Weeglee that you don't
Yes.
know
Like
about all of a sudden.
when you chased like P-Mercs, did you know he had a Weeglee?
I did. Oh my
Or-
god. Yeah, quick tangent.
Oh.
Mercs having the Weeglee, he took a Duelo from Linguine, and then he also passed me. I had a Duelo.
Yeah, Thrice and Duelo.
Yeah, Thrice and Duelo. I was like, thank God he didn't take the Duelo. 'Cause That,
Yeah.
That's a
that
duo.
won me
That,
the game.
that,
I
that
needed
could have
that.
been GG there because you needed that duel to
Yeah, that
to get those
50-50.
stars back.
Oh my god, that's crazy. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, I was tracking Candies. Everyone had those 4 bonuses, and then on DK's Treetop Temple, it works just like the star cycles from MP6 and 7. It's a set cycle.
Yeah, I
it
noticed
it
that.
repeats. It was kind of a low star scoring game, so I think we saw one loop. I think it did go back to one.
I noticed that you were able to get like stars in one turn because of the star cycle. I
yeah,
think.
everything. We actually got like a rare instance on Treetop Temple where 2 of the stars did chain to each other, because most of them are pretty spread apart. But
Yeah,
we got the
there's-
one on the top
yeah.
and then the one after like the slide happening, and I just had just enough, so I was pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
the
yeah.
the one other
Sorry,
question I had. Oops, sorry. Did you?
No,
have two more?
you're probably thinking the same thing I was going to ask anyways.
I don't know. This is so there was one time where you could have Springoed to a star to beat Mercs to it. I don't know if you remember this. It was like on the top of the map, I think.
I do, yes. He had a
What was
duo,
your
I believe.
logic for that? I forget if
I wanna say
duos
he had
were
a
in play
duo.
at that point or not.
I think he did
Yeah.
have a duo. That is like the reason you chose not to.
And
I
I
think.
had like 2 stars myself at that point, I think. So I was like, okay, I don't need this 3rd star. It's kind of risky. I'd
Fair.
probably better off just staying wherever I was at the time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if he duels you and then you lose the duel, that's like -1 star, right? Like total. So
Yeah, I ended up having to duel him over there anyways, but at the time I was like, yeah, it's probably best.
yeah, you just
stay
want to
here.
avoid all conflict. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Mhm.
that makes perfect sense.
All right. Well. Oh. Okay. One last question I have. The final minigame being lava or leave him, and if Linguini won, he could have taken your minigame star, and like
Yeah, that could have
like.
it could have
Yeah.
cost me. I didn't know at the time, but
Oh, you didn't know. Okay.
Oh.
or no, I knew
that
I had
helped
minigame,
him.
but I didn't. We didn't know what the
Oh.
bonuses were gonna be. So I was like, oh shit, if he gets another bonus, because I was like, Linguine might have Candy in running. It seems like he's been doing pretty well there. I wasn't 100% on those, but I was like, yeah, he might have a lot of bonuses. And if he takes minigame from me, that could be GG. So
Yeah.
I actually took a very specific approach there. I was staying in the exact same spot as Linguine that entire minigame. Because normally what happens in
Yeah.
Lava or Leave 'em
Work.
is that people will try and go for like open corners, and usually when one person dies in any specific corner, whoever else is near them will die as well, because it's just like impossible. The hitboxes are so large and they kind of just surround you. And yeah, that's what happened. We both died, and I maintained minigame star. So kind of played that as safe as you possibly can, I think.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
a
that
smart
anyone but Linguini wins. Yeah.
Mhm. Or if he does win, I
Right.
win with him. So yep, got it done.
All right. Well, that is all the questions I have. Nova, any questions you have left to ask?
Yeah, no, I guess just the final question then.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to look ahead to because the conference is over, so let's look back. What do you want to say about so you not only do you have stuff you can talk about in terms of just playing the conference, but also you've been the one running it. I mean, what is your game? What has it felt like to you? What do you want to say about just like the experience in the past couple months?
It's been great. I'm so glad everyone came through for this. It's something was missing in the competitive Mario Party scene. I really miss this league format. I think it's just something special, man. It just feels different.
Yeah.
With how luck-based Mario Party is, just getting to like spread it out across a couple weeks, try your hand at a few different Mario Parties. I really like the GameCube ones in general, so it was fun there. Mario Party 8 is awesome. Honestly, it's probably like, it might be my favorite at this point. I've been playing it a lot lately.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. It was the
I'm
first.
so glad we got to play Mario Party 8 like competitively.
Me too. That was
Yeah.
the
Like,
first
optimize
video
it the
game I
same
ever
way.
played in my entire life. And
Oh,
I hadn't
I
played
didn't
it
know
a ton
that.
on NetPlay up to this point, just because it's kind of weird with the GameCube controller mod and then the Wiimote setups. But when I was thinking about playing this, I was like, yeah, we should include 8. It was never in any of the old leagues, and I think it's fun. I think at the time I thought it was like, yeah, it's probably fairly competitive. I don't know, it'd be cool to see, and I'm very glad I did, because damn, 8 is crazy. It is.
It really is.
It's not
it
like-
has
Yeah.
so much. And that was the beautiful thing watching week 5 and then also seeing this game. I
Oh,
mean,
the week 5 games.
I feel like 8 has so much untapped potential because we've never played it in that type of competitive format before. We learned so much over the course of it. You got so many like new interesting strats people were coming up with for different mini games. Like, yeah, it was just really special to see.
It was awesome to see everything develop. I feel like I've gotten way better at 8 since the conference started. Even since week 5, I've been grinding for this game specifically, and yeah, man,
put in the work.
8 is a lot more competitive than I previously gave it credit for. Even stuff
There's
like
so much like different
go ahead.
mechanics. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so
like-
much to think about on the board. You know, I know a lot of people kind of like Coinstar more than like Orb or Candy a lot of the time, but I think Candy's actually pretty cool since with those yellows and blues you can't pick up other candies or shop on
Yeah.
your active. So you kind of it's like a balancing act that kind of
I feel like it works really well in 8, right? Like,
definitely more than
Even
in
though- yeah.
the past 2 games where you can kind of just chuck orbs on the board the whole game without you know, having to think about it. And
Yeah.
yeah, the boards are great, except that one we don't talk about. And hey, next season maybe unban it, I don't know. But yeah, it was super great getting to play 8. It was great, you know, getting to see everybody show their stuff on some competitive Mario Party again. I feel like pretty much everyone who played in the conference was locked in, like start to finish. Saw a lot of players improve a lot, some good upsets. You know, just everyone hopping in the minigame free play and really grinding it out. It's what we love to see. Love to raise the level of play just in general. And yeah, so much support from you guys, commentators, people helping me run the stream production, council guys, people watching, friends, you know, coming through for the streams. It was just awesome. So I'm super glad we got to make it work.
yeah, I'm glad that I got to like, you know, finally like go back and play competitive Mario Party after so long.
Oh yeah,
and-
dust off the old controller.
yeah. I'm glad. Thank you so much for running this.
Yeah, no, it's been so
And-
special, seriously.
Yeah.
Of course.
And- I guess just like thank you for running this and just congratulations on your win.
Thank
you
you.
know,
Yeah, you know,
congratulations
I'm fully
Doing all of
ready for
this work
that.
and popping off on top of it. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how I pulled this out of my butt from semifinals, but somehow, yeah, it was worth it. It'll be worth it for all this guy rigged his own tournament jokes I'm gonna be hearing for the next like 3 years. Totally worth it for a little bit of moolah, a little bit of clout, and yeah, just a very fun time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well-
Anything else you guys want to add before we sign off?
No, I think
it's been a fun
we're
ride.
yeah, I think we're just signing off now. So
Sweet.
all
yeah.
I have to say now is just change the world. My final message.
But
Goodbye.
before we say goodbye, I have one more
Right.
surprise for the stream here. I prepared a
Right.
little special movie for the end of the conference, so stick around. I think everyone watching will definitely get a kick out of it. But now we can do it. Change the
right.
world. My final message.
Final message.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.